at your release.
Hi and hello, friends. It's me, your old pal Voltaire. Welcome to the mic drop. We are not a shill show. We don't fake pretend to be insiders just because we read Twitter and the trades all day. We're not here to insult you for having a different take. We're definitely not an echo chamber. We're fans just like you. We speculate, we celebrate, we debate, we love without drama. This is the highest value content in the space. And more than anything, we're here to bring you friendship. But please remember, the mic drop is a free-flowing conversation that oftentimes touches on mature subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised.
Nice one, Voltaire. Welcome to the Friday night mic drop is back. Sorry I left you hanging last week, Voltaire. There's a lot of stuff to talk about. Yes, our focus is on, people get annoyed with my my intro to my reviews about being the most unbiased and brutally honest. I honestly believe that on YouTube. Like I'm not going to get access. No one's banging down my door or doing anything because I'm a working man. I got stuff going on. I'll be the last in line anyway, even if I got access. But that should be a focus of all us movie pundits. And I'm tired of fanboy arguments and fanboy logic. I really am.
Listen,
I am dead serious when I say the video game commentary community is much better than the movie talk community. Much better. The fanboys in the movie talk get so triggered, and none of us here want to see movies fail. None of us.
No, we're having fun, everybody. And I mean it, this show brings the highest value content in space. We are unbiased. We're not an echo chamber, everybody.
Right.
We don't kiss.
No balls are being washed here.
No. We're just talking. We're speculating. We're friends talking about the things we love. And you're our friends, everybody. And we want to, just enjoy ourselves.
We could see if we want to bring RJ on. Bell, we would love to have you on because Bell knows how to drop the mic. That's why I want to collab with her soon. But she does some mic drops on her channel. She's got some great, strong opinions. Great friend. So we would love to have you on in the future. I sent you on Discord if you're available.
Hello, Rhea from San Diego. I love what you're posting, Rhea. It's all
it's awesome. She's successful.
She's boots on the ground, everybody.
She's boots on the ground. She does great content. It's also short form but meaty. Like there's a lot in that minute video clips that she does, and it honestly it's some of the highlights of my day because I love live streams being on them, but watching my friends' content is hard, especially since everyone's so busy nowadays, and then also going to movies too and enjoying entertainment. Concise, meaty, really good stuff. So go check her out on Multiverse of Keller and at the Glimmering Harpy, and then also Williams also there covering Comic-Con. And she's the one that really got me open to the idea of short form content. And I'll be real, Matt Jarbo too. I'm not afraid to say that name anymore. As long as we stick on nerd topics, I will talk to him again. We could even have him on this show, Voltaire, if you want. It's up to you. Sky's the limit for this show. Whatever we want to do, as long as we focus on that and don't get personal, I'm done with this personal stuff. I'm an
Oh my
adult
God.
now.
Jeez,
Yeah.
the stuff that's going on out there.
Yeah.
It's
No more
ridiculous.
personal attacks. Like,
Nope, we never did that
oh,
though. We've never personally attacked anybody.
I
We've
mean,
never.
I think people can argue that I may have gone a little across the line a few times in the past. I don't want to, if that is the case, I don't want to do that anymore. I'm here for entertainment talk. I am here for strong opinions. And I think the best thing for the industry is constructive criticism. It really is, because they need it. I want the industry to thrive. There are literal jobs on the line more so than ever. They have to be making smart decisions. The margins of profit are slimmer than ever. Look at international box office. It's not like it doesn't bail. International box office bailed out Hollywood for years. It's too uncertain now. And I mean, it could be part of the there are a lot of people around the world that do not like Americans right now. Whether you think that's valid or not, I don't know. Is that a factor? Maybe. It might be somewhat. I don't know.
Interesting. And RJ, no, I've never attacked young Scooter Crunch. Scooter Crunch, I know he's watching. He's a loyal viewer. It's late for him, but he stays up just to watch us, behind his mommy's back. But he's a good kid. I would never attack him. Well, I don't attack anybody. That's not the way I am. For their opinions.
Yeah. Because she's actively there, let's post her links too, because oh man, I was so I was looking at were you there at the Tron stuff? Right? The Tron looks amazing. Although the trailer I didn't like, but that panel looked great. Let me see.
I gotta tell you, she was at the Alien panel. So I like Noah Hawley, the guy who's doing the Alien TV show.
Yes.
I think that Legion, the TV show he did before, is underrated. It's kind of weird. It's surreal, but he's so brilliant. I'm looking forward to the Alien thing because of him. And I think he'll make it good. He is one of those guys out there who I think is underrated and is just super talented. If Lucasfilm had any brains, they would have hired him to do something.
And if you would be so kind as to retweet some of her content and comment on it, that's what engagement really helps on Twitter. If something interests you. All right, here, let me bring this up here, because we want Multiverse of Keller to grow too. I got to start paying attention to their YouTube channel, because they're also posting stuff there.
Yeah. Poor Ray, I went to San Diego, one of the best places to live in the world. San Diego is a wonderful city, everybody. It's like, if you can make a living in San Diego, it's just one of the best places to live. So, but poor Rhea is out there. She made the trip. She's suffering in the gas lamp district tonight.
Okay. Whatever. All right. So where should we start? I do want to talk about okay. I should invite RJ. RJ, listen, RJ has surpassed me in relevancy. I find talent too. I think we're entertaining here. Voltaire, I was like, we need to show Voltaire. You have a great commentary. But RJ is on fire on X. People listen to him.
We've supported him on this channel. We've given him flowers as the.
I haven't seen him tweet out our stream though. He could tweet out the mic drop. We get a lot more viewers in here. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, Forth, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, bring him on. I want to give him and I like RJ.
Give him the business.
I've been supportive of him, but I want to give him the business.
No, I do need to address something about the Kathy Kennedy. I do need to address it, because RJ and Anthony came in with an attitude with me the other day. And I do normally not do research for stuff like this. Seriously, I do some research, and maybe I would I do research. I do research on certain things that really.
So you do on the research?
No, I do, and even Anthony was. You don't effing read it. I've read stuff on the layoffs, because layoffs for anyone in the entertainment industry, Xbox, Sony, Disney, are really, I don't want to hear about it. It makes me very upset, and I will do some correction on there, or at least explain, because I've done content on this, but people that have an issue with my take on is Kathy is part of the responsibility of layoffs, is what I said. Now, as a joke, me and Voltaire said she's responsible for everything as a joke. But I've actually done research on this before, and I will bring it up again for clarification. But she is not the only reason there's layoffs. I think she's a part of the problem. I don't think she's the big problem there. But Disney Plus, as altogether, even though Disney's succeeding in the theater right now again, and they had a great showing with Fantastic Four and Tron, Disney Plus is not the draw it should be right now. There's little to justify owning Disney Plus right now, especially if you have physical. Okay.
Well, if you have little kids, it's good. You know what I mean? That back catalog is terrific for that.
By the way, as soon as you guys went live, there was some news.
Mm-hmm.
The cinema score for Fantastic Four came out.
Go
Do
ahead.
you know what it is?
What?
Got to be at least an A-, I would think.
It is an A-, which
Yeah.
is the exact same score as Superman. Yeah. That audiences gave it.
Oh my god, that's because they got the MCU crowd.
Same score. So I find this fascinating. I find it fascinating that box office, audience reaction, critic reaction, these movies are like mirror images of each other. They're like the exact same.
I think
same cinema score.
We'll get to your super chat. We won't forget about this, Rational. I don't know if we want to cover that till the end though.
We'll get to it, Rational. We appreciate it.
But I do want to cover this because I had this prepared as a topic.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing, by the way. I think it's fascinating that they're operating at like the exact same level.
Box office be super fantastic.
Okay, so let's get some structure going on the show here.
Yeah,
so we're talking about Fantastic Four. We've all seen it. All right.
Have we?
Well, RJ brought up Superman and saying there's comparable opening week.
Well, no, I'm just saying they're pretty much
comparable reactions and cinema scores and audience feedback. And the big thing that people wanted, this is a super fantastic summer, is Superman going to be left in the dust now that Fantastic Four is here, or are they going to complement each other and people going to have a super fantastic weekend at the box office? My opinion is, and I hate to say this because I want to win the bet against Sean O'Rourke. I want to see him in those red underoos as a grown man. I really want to see it. Also, Sean's a good looking guy for his age too. He's built
all right.
But I would love to see that happen for the lulz. But after seeing Fantastic Four, RJ, even though you are
hang on. For context for people, Max, you can't say there's a bet.
Okay.
The bet with Sean O'Rourke was an over-under bet, everybody.
And I don't remember the number.
It was 550.
Okay.
As I recall. Sean thought it wasn't going to make 550.
I think I was originally saying 700. He's like, I'm so confident I'll do less.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's going to pass 550. What the hell is Sean O'Rourke on?
This was way before.
Well, I hope so.
It's going to pass, it's pretty much a lock to at least pass 550.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, anyway, that was the bet. So, hey, everybody, we're having a good summer. These are two excellent movies.
Yeah.
By the way.
Mm. I just find it fascinating how comparable they are to each other because everyone's like, well, one of them is clearly going to do better than the other. One of them is going to make way more.
I do think that. And I think the majority
they're operating on the exact same level, though.
Right now, but I think there's a big crossover appeal, especially with this version of DC and Marvel, that a lot of it's the same fans. And I think they went to see Superman first. And even though you're getting comparable scores in opening week box office, I do not think Superman is strong enough and unique enough to have legs down the road now that Fantastic Four is, and I think actually pushes the genre forward. Because if you're talking about comic book epicness, there's something, the gravitas of some of these scenes at Fantastic Four, it still had issues, but the gravitas of some of these action sequences in Galactus, they delivered, and it's just on another level than the actions, to me, the action sequences and the villain stuff in Superman, which was fun, but it was just, for me, was just another comic book movie. Fantastic Four is not just another comic book movie.
Okay, so
and
Matt,
that's actually what my wife said after Superman. She's like, it's just another comic book movie for me.
So you always, in my opinion, have to view these things outside the nerd bubble, like our bubble, like our echo chamber. We don't do echo chambers on this channel like other channels do. So here's the thing. So normie, you have to look from normie things. Normies are more attracted to Superman, in my opinion, than they are Fantastic Four. All right. I just don't feel like normies understand Fantastic Four and the value of Fantastic Four as much. And they've seen some bad Fantastic Four movies in the last few years. You know what I mean? So I don't know that there's as much cultural impact amongst those people. And plus, you know what? And no matter, I know some people will disagree with this. Marvel hasn't been doing what they used to do. They no longer have the power of, hey, it's a Marvel movie, let's go see it. So I think normie impact Superman wins.
Well, I was going to say, too, whether or not you enjoyed the movie or not, it felt like when Superman came out, that was definitely a cultural moment of the year. Like, everybody was talking about whether you liked it or not.
I mean, I hope it has legs. Belle Reeves says Grace Randolph says Superman's legs are going to get chopped off.
We'll see, though. I mean, like, what's interesting is that Fantastic Four is not doing good internationally either. Like, in the Asian markets,
it might be, there might be some sentiment against American product. I don't know if that's it. I mean, I'm not, I don't think that's what's ultimately causing it. I think if people want to see the movie, they're going to see it anyway, but it could be somewhat of a factor. Okay. Joe, I love you, Joe. Like, this is why our tastes are so much different. I mean, this is everything I love about movies, and the special effects. I will gladly take the L. They really did improve Silver Surfer. Oh my god!
It's almost like you should stop overreacting.
No.
Marvel in the
past. No, Marvel in the past. When you saw CGI, when they had 4 movies a year or whatever, 3 movies a year, it did not usually get better. But now that they're focusing on less movies and output, they definitely improved the visuals on Silver Surfer. And oh my God, those sequences were amazing and epic. I do understand that it's not as, that's one of the criticisms I had, Joe, is it's not like, especially Pedro did not have a lot of charisma in this movie for me, or like the way he delivered lines was kind of monotone. It wasn't like on that, which I say James Gunn's movies, the dialogue and stuff is snappy. It's fun, even though it goes joke. It's snappy. That was not the strength of this movie. It was not like the snappy dialogue. Oh my God, there were some epic action sequences. And that's what I want. That's my jam.
Well,
I love in comic book movies.
The movie, but yes.
But they were so epic, though, those sequences. Right.
There's only 2 of them, though.
Yeah.
I'm going to say something. I think John Krasinski is a better Reed Richards, but I'm going to say something. Pedro Pascal, he's overexposed, there's no question. But the man knows how to act, okay? And I thought he was good in the movie, man. I thought he portrayed like the serious science side of
maybe that's why I kind of like the last version of Mr. Fantastic, but I probably the comic book reads is boring and too serious. I get that. Okay.
Krasinski would have been better, but I can't knock Pedro for what he's done in that movie. The man knows how to act.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see it for a second time tomorrow. Ironically enough, I need to see it a second time because I feel like
I'm not listening. This is the other thing I'm not doing on my channel. I'm not abiding by other people's weird news standards. Like, just because I did a second view review doesn't mean I have to wait to give my opinion. It could change on the second review. I said that.
But that's why I'm just.
Oh my God! I got so many tweets. Oh, look, Matt's changed his opinion. Blah blah blah. Hey, by the way, I just want to give my quick Superman opinion. I love that movie. Okay, Superman was great. I had some issues. He got his ass kicked a lot in the movie, but the movie was great. It was just what you need from Superman. And then as soon as I finished watching Superman, I went and watched, which I'm sure a lot of people did. And in fact, I think the HBO Max numbers show. I watched Man of Steel after. The James Gunn Superman is superior to the Man of Steel. All right, that's a fact, Jack.
Woo!
Oh yeah,
hot take around here.
Wait! I wasn't paying attention. What did you just say?
You just said that Superman is superior to Man of Steel.
Get the fuck out of here.
I like Man of Steel.
Where's my ball washer?
Listen,
Hot take around these parts.
the ball washer residence has gone off the reservation. No, I mean I like Man of Steel. I like what I like the style. That
Now,
Zack
if you
Snyder
said he's
plays.
a better Superman Clark Kent combo than Cavill, I could go with that maybe. Not in the action sequences.
No,
I think
sure. No, listen. Corn Sweat is a better Superman than Cavill. Cavill is very good. Don't get me wrong, but Corn Sweat is superior as a Superman. I'm just saying that the tone of Superman, what Zack Snyder was trying to do, I liked it. I loved it. In fact, I enjoyed it, but I prefer.
No.
I think James Gunn's vision of Superman is superior. That's my opinion. Everybody, don't freak out. Everybody,
You're a liar.
Yeah,
Quit lying.
yeah,
Quit lying. You're not telling the truth there.
yeah. No, it's 100% true.
Well, in my totally unbiased thoughts, as the most honest and totally unbiased, no agenda opinion whatsoever, totally unbiased opinion.
Wait. Who
I like
people
both those
what is
movies.
this?
So hang on.
thing?
Put up Perp's comment. I don't understand Superman. What do you mean I don't understand Superman? I watched the two Superman movies and I preferred one over the other. Okay? Like what kind of comment is that? Like I don't understand what the point of a comment like that is. Your perception of Superman might be different than my perception
Herb
of
does
Superman.
not get in here unless I get a super chat for him because he usually exhausts me. No.
Okay, so here's the thing. So the James Gunn.
I'll also give Callie a biscuit,
Okay,
and
we'll
I
give
have
her a
to
biscuit.
and I have to cover. I'll give her one biscuit because Rational already gave her.
Okay, so I haven't had a
This
chance
is
to
from
talk about
Rational. Come
Superman
here.
on the mic drop. So look,
Okay.
so I had my the movie wasn't perfect. It wasn't amazing. He got his ass kicked too much. There's a lot of men crying in the movie, which I don't care for.
I
But
think there was a lot of men crying.
men cried in the movie.
Like who?
You know who.
There's
Okay?
been what, 2 examples
Okay,
of men?
I
3?
I felt like he could have kicked a little more ass in the movie. That being said, I loved the movie. It made me happy. It put a smile on my face. I feel like that's how a Superman movie should make you feel. Now, again, and now I'm going to say this because I haven't had a chance to talk about this, and I got criticized for this. There was no reason for the swearing in this movie. Okay, as much as I like James Gunn, I like his work.
I mean, it didn't offend you, right? It didn't
doesn't
offend you.
offend me. I don't know that it expanded the story or helped the story in any way. Like, also at the beginning of the film, Superman is out there and he's bloody. You don't need to show that. You can show him beaten up without blood. Like, again, I want to appeal to a wider audience if I'm an executive or if I'm James Gunn. You don't need the blood. You don't need to see Superman bleeding. Like, it's not necessary. Little kids, everybody, think about this. I took my little nephew, 6 years old, to see the movie. If he sees, think about it when you were 6 or a little kid. You don't need to see blood. It messes you up as a little kid. You know what I mean? So there's no reason for that. He loved it, but I kind of like distracted him because I watched it first and then I took him. There's no reason for that. There's no reason for swearing. It didn't.
I would say it helps to humanize the characters a little bit because they talk.
It's done for jokes. Come on.
This
is your fanboy talking. It's done to add to the character. It's done for jokes. It's done for a laugh. Most of the time.
So
I don't agree with that at all.
So James Gunn made a choice.
It's about humanizing the characters. They talk like actual people.
Right. So James Gunn is not stupid. I respect James Gunn. I like his movies very much. He made a choice. I'm going to make Superman swear. Or I'm going to put swearing in this so I can relate to a certain audience. But I understand that it's going to kind of alienate people with kids. He made that choice. I personally think it wasn't a good choice. But again, it's his vision, and I respect his vision.
But I don't,
No, I'm not. And the middle finger by Green Lantern, my nephew didn't care. Look, again, everybody, I saw this with a 6-year-old boy who loves Superman. And let me tell you something. No matter what you people say, you need to capture the hearts and minds of little boys, little 6-year boys like my little nephew Owen. Okay, he needs to know. You need to capture his heart and mind, and you need his parents to want him to go to that movie, and you need him to love Superman. So he didn't catch on to the middle finger, but the swearing and the blood, you don't need that stuff. I didn't think it was necessary for that story.
By the way, I still think it's funny that when we're supposed to be talking about Fantastic Four, we're still focused on Superman.
No, my opinion,
Kind of shows
my
that which
opinion,
movie might have a
my
little more staying power, you know?
I hope you're right. I mean, I hope they both succeed, really. But
No, I hope so too.
I think.
Which,
now
by
that
the way,
Fantastic
Dean, ask me
Four-
what I thought about the movie.
Sure, we will. But I want to, for this clip out, will Superman's box office be super fantastic after Fantastic Four? Are people going to do that? You know, they wanted Barbenheimer and they keep trying to recreate that. I don't think a lot of people are going to see both movies at the same time. I think they're just going to move on to Fantastic
people
Four.
that are planning a double feature. I mean, I don't think it's huge, but I mean,
I sent you the link, Perp, even though no one paid me for it. Well, that's fine.
No, Fourth is a reasonable human being.
Okay. I can't unsend it to Perp. I already sent it to him.
So although Fourth is technically a perp boy, he's a reasonable man. I give Fourth credit.
oh, real quick, I got to show this off to you. Hold on.
Hey, Vince. Nice
I
to
did
see
get
you.
this as well. Good
Well,
old.
no, I know that the Galactus one was sold out, so it's good if you had to get that. If you had to settle for that, that's good enough.
All right.
Honestly, I think Herbie's better than Galactus. With
No,
stuff he
it's
does.
not. No, it's not.
Well, what do we
Did you see
think?
what this thing does?
That's
Yeah.
literally I did, RJ, and I respect you, but that's cope, brother.
Yeah.
It's cool, but it's not. It's not
Fourth,
Galactus.
let me ask you now that
Hey, it was better than nothing.
Now that Fantastic Four is out, is the Superman box office going to be super fantastic at the end? I think this is going to stop it in its tracks, unfortunately. I don't think we're going to be talking about this after this weekend.
I think the legs will get chopped off of Superman, and I don't know where the box office is. Was that 406 or is it a little bit higher now that we last heard?
Oh, no, it's close to. It's
the most important thing is not that it's successful, just that I get money from Sean O'Rourke. So it just has to pass 550 million worldwide, and then I could get Sean O'Rourke. And
currently, let me look at it.
Oh God!
Currently, it is at.
Oh boy!
437.
This is gonna.
I like the wave like Forrest Gump.
Yeah, this is gonna hurt the lack of toxicity meter on this show, but we welcome. We're not an echo chamber, everybody. So we love Perp. We love him. So,
no, RJ, do you think we'll see a 5 in front of that?
I think we'll probably see a 6 in front of it.
Ooh, I like it.
I hope so. I want them all to
Confident.
succeed.
RJ has stakes in this.
Yeah.
He's well invested.
Okay, so what are your thoughts, RJ? And then we'll get Perp, and then Fourth. Now that you've seen both, Fourth doesn't see anything, right? Except horror movies. So I mean, yeah. So now that you've seen both Superman and Fantastic Four, Perp and RJ, do you think Superman's gonna have legs after this weekend? Well, you think it's gonna? You think it's still gonna make money?
I don't
still
give a
think it will.
shit. When have I ever given a shit about box office?
It's important for the industry.
Why?
The industry cares.
What?
and
Wait, hang on, Matt.
people
please.
that work
I
on
don't give a
people.
shit.
Let me address this.
Yeah.
Why Perp? Because these are corporations, Perp.
Not to this degree. You guys spend way
Corporations
too much
have
talking about.
answered
Because
the
I
Way
care about-
Perp.
too much.
No matter what you say, this is not A24.
Right.
These are big
I know.
corporations.
It's not
are
talking about the
AAA.
actual movies themselves. It's talking about how much money they're making.
No,
when we
this
don't
is
even have
important.
the full numbers of their
you know-
merchandising, so it doesn't matter what the box office is.
It does matter.
No,
It's
no,
very
because you're
important.
saying
the
no,
industry that
it's
can
so,
hi-
it's so the industry
that
could
can hire you
thrive.
cares about
Time out.
cares-
It's for the industry could thrive. We don't know how much money. We don't know how much money this movie is truly making because of merchandising. They keep that secret, so
That's
we don't
true.
know.
That's true.
So we don't have the numbers.
numbers.
So again, it's just box office bullshit.
No, it's not bullshit. I think
It is.
that some
Helps
other
in-
actors-
How many
helps
people
in
think this?
finding the
How many
flavor.
people in the chat think this movie is bombing?
I don't think it's.
How many
bombing.
people in the chat
I
think this
didn't-
movie's bombing?
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm just telling you how we don't know the merchandising
More-
numbers.
All right, hold on.
And-
One second. So here's the thing. It's
more
not
so
bombing.
than more so than
It's
other
not a $1 billion
versions that we
movie.
See the merchandising.
You
has
don't
been
know that,
in-
Voltaire. What if the crypto? If Stitch made like $4.5 billion alone, Stitch. How do you know? Like maybe crypto made 900 with all this shit going on. We don't know. But crypto was a hit, especially with kids, wasn't it?
I'm not saying it's not a success. Okay.
Yes.
I think it is a success for DC. I think this is a
I don't think it's a
tremendous.
I don't
I
think
think
it's
it's
enough.
not box office, Max. It's
Yeah.
not a box office success because it's not
No.
$1 billion
Yes,
movie.
I could agree with that.
I think it's more.
It is a
interesting-
success for the DC universe relaunching.
Yes,
It is.
it's not a box office runaway train or
I want to
anything.
add an amendment to this. I don't think it's enough a success to announce all the projects that are in development for these streaming shows. I think it's too much and too fast, and we're going to end up with shows that may not succeed and stuff that, like the last version of Marvel, shows that they don't release, trying to figure out how to fix it, and then that stalls you from starting new stuff. I think.
But they actually.
I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong.
So here's why I think you're wrong about that, Max. Here's why.
Yeah.
Here's why.
Okay.
And this is it. Your points are valid because historically, based on what we've seen from Marvel, because no matter what everybody wants to say, their shows have been trash for the most part.
Not all of them, but
for the most part,
at least the third. At least the third.
I said for the most part.
Yeah.
So, but here's the thing: James Gunn has not struck out yet. Okay, he's not done it. What? With the
he hasn't struck.
No, because then you see, here's the thing. Now, this is why I don't like doing box office, because now you were talking about quality. Because he has technically struck out with Suicide Squad. If we're talking about, if you're talking about, but if we're moving around in terms of quality, the box office, like let's pick one.
I'll give him
Guardians.
one. I'll give him one. I'll give him one strikeout, but I just kind of feel like I trust him more now. But Max's point is valid. It's a lot of ancillary characters.
Yeah,
and that
succeed, but not all the time.
No, we haven't seen it succeed. We haven't yet. You know,
but they also have the heavy hitter characters coming around as well. So it's not like you're. Again, it's all about how you structure your story, how you structure things out. You know. But I just find it more interesting to talk about the actual merits of the films themselves versus like
beautiful
Joe, Bob Iger and Kevin Feige just did an article where he admitted the failures and why they've had to scale down.
Hang on, Max.
Admitted it.
In the Deadpool Wolverine movie, Deadpool literally has.
He admitted it. Yes,
we have failed time and time again. You know what I mean? Joe loved them, and that's
Hogan?
Joe.
I'm not talking about if you like them,
but like to try to deny that these projects.
Feige in the article said we did too many. We had so many hours of content. Bob, there's a listen. Now it also you have to think about why Bob Iger and Feige are saying these things. Why is Bob Iger saying that we got to scale down? If it was a success, they wouldn't be saying that. So you have to do a little bit of thinking about what they're saying. You have to, you have to interpret what they're saying. But it's not wild to get a result if you're speculating that the reason they're saying they have to scale down is because things weren't working.
Necron technically he says is writing on coattails others consider technically, dude. I mean, if you're like think about if you're a slasher movie fan, it is. How many slasher movies were like copying from Friday the 13th or Halloween, and they were successful? Like whether or not they're ripoffs or the quality of them.
No, he's talking.
But it's like if we're talking about like,
no,
sorry, I could be wrong.
You misinterpreted.
No, my bad. My fault. That
the conversation is about how Minecraft and Sinners and the other box office hits for this year have helped Superman to where it doesn't need to make as much money because they've already made a ton of money on other movies. Which is true.
Okay, my bad.
Which is true. Now that's not to say that Superman shouldn't be successful because it should be, right?
Yeah.
But it doesn't. It's not like it doesn't need to make all the money in the world because they've already had movies that have kind of covered that for them a little bit.
So my point is this: there is the success, the $1 billion movie. That's the blockbuster film success. But there's a different kind of success. And what James Gunn is trying to do, this is his first cinematic experience. And I think that he hit it. I think he did it. I think he got people interested. I've talked to the normies, based on this is anecdotal, but the normies I've spoken to, they like that movie. I think this style of Superman is going to do better for everybody.
Well, the thing that this movie, and I've said this from the beginning, I've said this for like the last 2 years. I'm going to get on my high horse again and say it again and preach it to the back for those that still want to listen. The job of this movie was to lay a foundation that you can build upon. It was to get people to at least be curious or somewhat interested in the future vision of DC. Okay, all it had to do was just be a good movie that the audience got on board with, to where they'd be like, okay, I'll check out the next thing.
Okay.
I'll check out
Exactly.
Supergirl. I'll check out Lanterns. I'll check
Exactly.
out
So
Peacemaker season 2.
If the movie made
It's
800
about-
million, they'd be singing the praises all the way home. But now that 400 million or 500 million is the new standard, GTFO with that horse.
Okay,
Especially
so
me.
Fourth, let me ask you a question. Fourth, as a normie, as an executive, pretend you're an executive. Don't pretend you're a fan of these things. Just pretend you're a regular executive, and you've watched the reaction to this Superman versus Man of Steel. What do you think is going to get more people excited, normie excited?
What do I think is going to get more? Well, I mean, we have to see what the next one is. Because, I mean, if they're going to perform maybe similar or almost similar, I mean, the next step up, Man of Steel, the DCEU went to 870 million, and then it brought in the Aquaman, which is $1 billion, and then Wonder Woman was another 800 million.
What was
with
my question?
Suicide Squad, which is 700.
Yeah,
So, I mean, like, if I'm trying to predict an upward trajectory, one that we already had versus one that I'm trying to build, I would have went with the one that we already had.
Okay, well, that's interesting. I mean, I don't think there was. Well, I can't argue with the $1 billion from Aquaman.
You're muted.
But also, Aquaman was a bit of.
I was thanking Hamada. Thank you, Hamada, for reaching $1 billion twice.
But also,
those were Hamada projects.
It's funny we bring up Aquaman though, because Aquaman was a box office anomaly in so many ways, because that was a movie that made more money overseas than it did domestically. And if we're looking at the current trends of like the way things are going, the overseas market is not something that we can necessarily rely on.
Well, right now.
Well, if your name is if you're Jurassic World, you got 68 million from China. If you're Mission Impossible, you got what, 25 or 37, and I think How to Train Your Dragon got 37.
Well,
so Mission
Impossible
is 25.
Movies,
so the money's out there.
If international has
I don't think
superhero
it's in
fatigue,
these
then we're in
kinds of
trouble.
movies, though.
Maybe these movies need to go the way of the dodo. Maybe like the 1 hour of fame that superhero movies had is almost over.
How? Still making like 100.
I'm not even saying that. I'm not even saying that wishful thinking. I mean, maybe the time could be up. Who knows?
No, I think it's just hit. If anything, it's hit a ceiling because it's still making money and people are still going to see it. It's just hit a ceiling. The ceiling is what it is.
Because right now, if you look at Fantastic Four's overseas numbers from what it's being projected, it's doing about as poorly as Superman is. In Asia, specifically, Asia is like not really warming up to this movie at all. Which again,
fascinating.
Which again, that's why I'm saying that these movies are so fascinating, because they're both performing almost identically to each other.
You know what? My conspiracy theory brain is making me think the CCP is releasing these movies like for pirated streams for free. It's weird that they would both do so badly over there.
I think as much as it's not an America thing, it's like how America is being portrayed. It's very an Americana sort of feel. Like same thing with Fantastic Four. If people are saying Superman is a representative of American ideals or whatever, Fantastic Four had that sort of same vibe with the whole like the moon landing stuff. The way it was being sold
it's very
also had
60s Americana.
Yeah, Americana vibe, and maybe that's people are down for American movies. Just not that Americana vibe overseas right now.
Let's say that Tom Cruise is probably more American than Captain America.
That's what I'm saying. He is more American, but it doesn't have that Americana vibe. Okay, it's not like people going rah rah like in crowds. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not Mission Impossible. That's an espionage fucking him by himself kicking ass. It's not like a group of like all the Americans are coming together. Like it's like an Americana vibe.
Sean says Asia is punishing America.
It's interesting. I almost don't believe it. It just doesn't make sense.
They'll come out. They'll fucking come out because you know what? Avatar is kind of like fucking
Avatar will be huge.
Avatar is also critical of America. Avatar is very critical of America when you look at the metaphors. So they don't mind doing that shit.
No, they love that. Everybody loves that.
So anything that'll come out like more, maybe more. I think something. It's like it's gonna be a hot take, but I think something like Supergirl, where it's like more cynical. She's like a drunk and all that stuff. I think that'll do well over there. even though it's
Well,
like
also
a
too,
woman and stuff.
I think Supergirl will be poised to be possibly even bigger than Superman.
Yes, I think so. It's going to be way bigger than Superman.
Goodwill, and
After
it's
seeing
gonna go to that
Superman,
streaming
I am
viewership.
super pumped for Supergirl.
Yeah, me
I'm
too.
really excited about
And the
it.
marketing's already better. The character's way more interesting, in my opinion. Like,
Well, I don't know about that.
Oh, she's a
Well,
drunk
also
hiding.
too, it's based
she's
off
like
of,
she's like hiding her trauma and like hurt with drinking. That's already way cooler.
Well, I don't like female trauma like you do. So
Oh, I
well,
do.
was
I do.
gonna
Give me
say
that
too,
A24 shit.
It's also based off of, again, one of the best comic books I've read in like the last 5 to 7 years. It's an incredible comic book that I recommend everybody
Listen,
go
I
read.
gotta
It's
say
great.
I gotta say that for the end of the show, in case people don't want to know the Supergirl plot.
I
just in case
do
you
not.
actually
I
got-
certainly do not. I feel like I knew you got like being on these shows. I already did get a lot of plot from Deadpool and Wolverine. A lot of shit that I heard from here came out, and then also this fucking Superman movie, and also listening to William Stream, he figured out parts of Fantastic Four. So
anyway,
I gotta lay low. when
Here's
these
part
movies
of
are
the
coming
reason
out.
I'm excited about Supergirl. Let me tell you something about Superman. The casting was impeccable.
Mm.
Okay, you cannot
The spirit.
argue with the casting of that movie, or it's either the casting or the script was so good that the casting didn't matter. Okay, so either way, it's perfect in my opinion. I had no problems with any of the characters that were cast in that movie.
Lex,
No, he was wonderful. What are you
I
talking
didn't,
about?
I didn't like him at first. I
there's
liked
people
him better
there.
the
I've
second
heard a
time.
lot of very like the biggest critiques, even from people that love the movie. I hear is like, Lex could have been a little more.
Well, he
I'm
cried.
just saying, I heard that.
He cried, which was a
Oh
problem.
my god, that's not a critique. What
Why
do you
was
mean?
that? Why was it a problem for him to
Why is
cry?
that a problem, bro?
Because no, stop it, everybody, stop
Why
it.
is it a problem?
Because an evil villain doesn't fucking. Sorry, Max. An evil villain doesn't cry.
It depends what his evil villainy
He was
ticks
literally.
are.
Hold on.
It was
Stop.
angry.
It depends what his
crying, though.
ticks are.
He
If
was
he's an
literally-
egomaniac that is
He
about
was
looking
literally
good,
so enraged. Like, that was a face of pure vitriolic hatred.
I like that scene.
Cartoonish victual.
yeah, that a fucking tear comes down. That it comes
Like
down. That
like,
his
like,
rage
shaking with
manifests
that
in a
level of
tear
anger.
is pretty cool.
This is a man who just murdered a person in cold blood. We saw it on screen, which
Yes.
was awesome. By the way, I love that when they show these villains murdering people. I love when Sue Storm wanted to kill the Silver Surfer. I love that stuff. Like, it shows passion.
And I do owe an apology to Johnny Storm. He was great. Why did he?
Well,
say
hang on,
that
we'll get to that, RJ. We're
Finally.
gonna get the business on
Finally.
that. We're gonna get to that. So, but it's inconsistent that he cries. To me, it was just inconsistent. Oh, but again, it didn't take away from how much I enjoyed the movie. I just didn't think that was just my personal opinion. It wasn't enough to.
That was my favorite Lex scene in the movie
when he cried.
because he was so angry.
Yeah.
It wasn't just a weak cry. It
Do you
was like,
think? Do you
I'm
think it's a
gonna-
modern take on villainy where they
He
just try
had
to
no-
equate everybody that you're supposed to hate to man children now? Like,
That's
like how
100%
they make
correct.
fun of men on the internet?
Oh,
That's 100%.
Don't leave, Belle. I sent you a link on Discord.
Can she really not take someone else's opinion that much?
Don't
look at
be
that.
don't be an ass perp.
How? Like, I'm asking her because Squib was so good. Come on, I'm about to leave. Like, that's her not taking his
I-
opinion.
I
like, is it
know.
really that like
She's
hardcore that she has to
violently
leave?
crying.
Like, Jesus,
No, I think she's leaving.
is that me being an ass?
I think it was the crying thing for me, Perp. I think it wasn't you, buddy. I
Sure.
think she thought that was toxic.
No, I know it wasn't me. I'm
Yeah.
saying like a.
And again, you
Can't
might
take your
see that
opinion?
toxic masculinity on my part. Because here's the thing: he was a great villain in the movie, and then he cries. And people criticize that he got beat up by a dog. I didn't care about that. That was great. That was a super dog. But the crying kind of like whatever. Anyway, but that's a personal opinion. It doesn't. It didn't.
This just in from the Kingdom of Gatekeepers. I'm just kidding. The Bruce for the Kingdom of Nerds. It's comic accurate. Him crying. I know.
I don't.
Oh my god, is he eating beans?
I don't know why.
It should be
Is he homeless?
I don't
That's a
know why-
horrible
No
comment.
beans.
Why is his hand so small compared to his?
Yeah.
This is
That's
a bad image.
you know what? I'm not gonna say. Okay, no, I'm not even gonna say it. That's
I do have a question for Max though, because I thought it was so fascinating. Since we're already talking about these two movies,
pork and pains.
I haven't given my thoughts yet. I will later. You gotta wait.
I
Gonna
think you
tease
like
it all.
Superman better.
Oh my God, Sean O'Rourke, you guys are such like. Oh my God, whatever.
One of the critiques I heard about the
Frustrating
Superman
his
was
male
that
leads.
this Superman
Thank
is
you,
supposed
Sean.
to reflect the era of disaffected
you,
young
Sean.
men who feel weak.
What?
So one of the critiques I heard about Superman,
is the new punk rock.
he's
Well,
supposed
yeah.
to represent men of this era who feel weak
I like
and
that sentiment
powerless.
too.
I think you're right, Fourth. I think that who's trying to be modern with that, but
What's wrong with
whatever.
that?
Ooh, Bruce.
What's wrong with that?
Throw it
Don't you
there,
guys?
man.
I mean, aren't the people that like Man of Steel because it does modernize Superman? This is just a different type of modernization where it's like, how do you get to him, like emotionally, versus like the modernization of like, what would it be like if an alien actually landed on Earth?
I never proposed it as a problem. I was just saying that's the take.
Yeah. But I was gonna say, I just find Max's reaction so
You
fascinating.
do find it as a problem for it.
But I find everybody's reactions to these two movies so fascinating, right? Because these movies are like so similar.
No,
right down
they're
to
not.
what they excel.
not.
Yeah, I don't get that take. Go ahead.
I will say the comic.
Because of the
Dude,
black
I have a hot take. I think Fantastic Four is more like Man of Steel.
No, I want to hear this take because I've heard people make this take, RJ. But go ahead.
No. What I was gonna say is, I find it so fascinating how some people have chosen to weaponize one movie against another, when both of these movies are very similar, right down to what their main issue is.
How? How so?
No.
Anybody who weaponizes these movies against one another is a silly bitch.
That's what RJ's doing right now.
You know what I'm saying though is that I'm not weaponizing anything against it. What I'm saying though is that, for example, right, Max, what was one of your biggest criticisms with Superman?
I know exactly where you're going with this, and I have an answer for you.
Okay, well,
they both have the comic book stuff in.
Oh my God, Donovan, shut up.
But Fantastic Four handles at the beginning, and that's the part I didn't like, and then they move on to the more epic, serious, grand scale. There's still comic book stuff, but it's not as silly in the big epic moments. That other stuff is at the beginning with like the Mole Man. Mole Man shows up again, but like with the weird creatures, I was like, this stuff is not translated well. They got that over with. They did it in like a montage of action sequences.
But as I was gonna say, both movies are extremely comic booky, right?
But then they moved
I like when Mr. Fantastic drop kicked an orangutan off that thing.
The epic shit with like the Silver Surfer chase,
but also
space and Galactus,
both movies,
and they got all that shit out of the way early.
Let me finish. Yeah. Both movies are extremely comic booky. Both movies are very fast paced in terms of like how they move.
That's the only thing I find that they have in common. By the way.
Well, hold on. Let me finish Voltaire real quick. Also, both movies, their biggest flaw is that they both need about 15 to 20 minutes of screen time. Where it's like it felt like they need more time.
I think,
but here's
Fantastic Four way more than Superman.
Fantastic Four looks like they cut a bunch of scenes out.
Yeah, with Fantastic Four, you could feel like that movie got edited down. Because there's a lot of stuff missing from the trailers. There's a lot of stuff missing.
I don't even. We might be off in saying that, but it just feels like it was missed. Some parts that you wanted to explore more, or it's like, hey, why didn't we go more in there? Why wasn't this?
For some, here's why. It'll
work better than others for sure.
Yeah.
So, I like the movie. I want to say I like Fantastic.
Whoa. Okay, Donovan.
I was saying, Donovan, shut up.
No. Don't go personal. I'm gonna have to put you in a timeout. I don't know what he said, but yeah, let's not talk about people's families, please. If any mods see that, just time him out. That's not cool.
No, I like Donovan's takes, but Donovan's
a
personal buddy. Just don't do it. You know, it's not. We don't do that on this channel. Other channels might do it, but not this channel. Anyway, so my point is like hang on, I lost my train of thought because Donovan.
I'm sorry.
Well, that's a good time to get to the new members. Thank you for there. Let me bring that up here. And we have a super chat too, but that's from Rational. I have to cover it later. So let me bring this up. Where is it? Okay, so W Necron gets the W with the membership. Welcome. Samir Ghost Bumble.
Samir, a loyal
Daniel
viewer.
Martin,
We love you, Samir.
Samir's
and
good.
Wasabi Farm. Thank you so much, Voltaire. I really appreciate
Who's
that.
wasabi form?
Well, he likes wasabi. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
No.
So Fantastic Four. I have not given my thoughts yet.
Oh, hang on.
No one has. No one has, RJ.
Oh, okay.
Fantastic Four. It's very clear that they cut a lot of stuff out of that. If you want to believe the hater rumors that they recut this movie a lot, both of the movies were very fast paced. But Fantastic Four, some of the stuff that seems to be cut out, they cut a lot of stuff out of that movie. I'd love to see a director's cut. I feel like there's a lot more in this movie that.
Has there ever been a Marvel's director's cut? I'm curious. Like I asked that before and I
remember
never got an
that.
answer. Yeah, it's always like they're very clean.
They've released deleted
Releases.
scenes. I think there's ever been like a flat out director's cut though.
Yeah, or extended edition.
They cut out what's his name, Lithgow. You know,
No, Malkovich.
Malkovich. Sorry,
Oh,
not
yeah.
John Lithgow. I mean, they cut him out. So it's interesting. The rumors were now. So a lot of the rumors about this movie were fake. That
We're talking about Disney Marvel Droga.
right. So there was a rumor that Sue Storm was a girl boss, all that kind of stuff. That Pedro Pascal, Reed Richards was put in the background. All that was fake. Everybody, but
Well, I could see how that. I could see how some of that could be misinterpreted though, Voltaire, because Sue Storm does kind of girl boss at the end. You could argue.
That was one of the most epic sequences I've ever seen.
I know, but if you want to be
Well
a
done.
dick, you could say like it's a
the
girl
rumors
boss
were that
movie.
she was the leader of the Fantastic Four.
People are absolutely forgetting that Jurassic Park with Scarlet was the girl boss movie, and people are like they're letting that one slide. Apparently, it's like we're tired of girl boss movies, unless they're girl bossing dudes around islands. with
Unless they're
dinosaurs.
girl bossing dinosaurs.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's okay.
There are speculations. Yeah.
I'm just saying, this is like I look at these things from the you want to call them chuds or whatever, but that she was a leader. There was a rumor out there that Reed Richards was not the leader of the Fantastic Four, and instead Sue Storm
What does
was.
that even mean? They were like a family unit. I don't think there was a leader. Like they were all like into
in
their
the
own thing.
comics, Reed Richards was always the leader. Come on.
Sure, but he was kind of like with his character development in this movie specifically. His arc is very like turmoiled, where he's like trying to be a man of science and he's trying to figure out this baby stuff. So it's like it wasn't in a position, the way it's written, it's not in the position to be leader, and I'm fine with that. I don't go with.
You don't think he was a leader
Anyway.
based on the movie you saw? You don't think he was a leader?
I think he was preoccupied. He's supposed to be the leader, but he was like in his own shit, and they were like all the characters like, "Yo, dude, what's up? What's going on?" Like
He's
like, "Oh, I'm trying to figure this out." Like, I don't. What was his lead? Like the spokesperson. I'll give you that. I don't know what was his leader thing, and he came up with the idea. So yeah, I guess he did do leader stuff, but I'm just saying like. The way they presented him, I was super interested. Like I thought it was way cooler than I was expecting.
He's the smartest man in the world. Okay, so but the rumors were that Sue Storm was going to be the leader. That is not in the movie. Listen. The movie is great. I'm not complaining about any of this stuff. I'm just saying what the rumors were, the bad rumors. None of that is true. Everybody. Now, did they cut the movie in a certain way?
What are the bad rumors?
The bad rumors that she was a girl boss leader of the Fantastic Four.
Is it a bad rumor that Yelena was the girl boss leader of Thunderbolts?
Only if you don't like girl bosses. I love.
No. I'm asking Voltaire. Was that a bad rumor?
No, because traditionally it's different. You know what I mean? Traditionally, Reed Richards is the leader of the Fantastic Four.
Okay, but it's also they could be working up an arc to do that, just like what's probably going to happen with Silver Surfer, where it's like everyone was complaining about the woman, and it's probably going to be a man eventually. They could be doing an arc with.
She's going to turn into a.
Also, considering like if the movie is the most powerful being, if the mother, I figured that perspective is important, and it's probably going to be the forefront. You know, it's like it's the Galactus is taking my shit, right? Taking my baby, and yeah, it's Reed's too, but like I think that perspective, like that warrants. Oh yeah, she's going to be the lead of this movie because it's like about a mother, and then
wasn't the lead of this movie.
No, she's not, but I could warrant that perspective in terms of like, that's why I don't buy this whole, like, that's a bad rumor.
The rumor, well, okay.
Because
So
it could work out in its favor of the movie.
She would have been fine if she was the girl boss leader of the Fantastic Four.
If it's a good movie, you wouldn't?
I would have no problem with it, but a lot of people,
Exactly. Well, I'm saying those people are idiots. All we care about is good movies here.
Okay, so you want to say they're idiots, but I want to say they're normies. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
try and
whatever.
get some
They're
structure
sheep.
back. Let's try and get some structure back here. Okay. Voltaire, very briefly, what did you think about Fantastic Four? What would you give it?
I loved it, and I think it's a return to form for Marvel. Okay, I thought it was like at least a 7.5,
Okay.
bordering on an 8.
Perp, what did you think of Fantastic Four? What would you give it?
Fantastic Four has great characters in a very mid movie.
Mid.
I thought it was mid.
What was more mid, Superman or Fantastic Four?
They both have their problems.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the crazy bullshit, stupid shit from Superman because it's way flashier, you know. And if you're gonna go with like mid shit, it's like give me the flashy mid shit, not just like that. Like I said, A+ characters. I'm so fascinated with fucking Reed Richards. He was awesome. I'm officially a Pedro Pascal fan.
He was written well.
He was written well. His arc, his whole thing of like, oh, did I pass this on to my child? How can I use science and math to become a good father? I find that interesting. I find that like and the fact that they made him serious. They made him serious about this.
Failures, like I should have figured that out. Like,
yeah, I loved it. I loved all like Pedro's Reed Richards like blew me away. I wasn't expecting that type of like nuanced type of character shit. Yeah, no, he was the best part. Figures it was nuanced. I figured
he was
like
not.
okay,
he was.
He was to me. He was the best part for me, and
he was written the best in my opinion. Yeah. Like Krasinski would have done it better
for me. Sue Storm and Johnny and the thing.
Overall, though, I give it a 6.5 out of 10. Probably, it's like it's all there for the next movie to be amazing, and I'm loving where these characters are going.
What about those sequences with Silver Surfer chasing?
Only one sequence. Only one sequence, and it was paced weird. It was paced weird with the birthing scene. The intercutting was weird.
All right.
So well
all right.
I wanted to see that. Also, they didn't have like that baby floating. Like I wanted to see that baby pop out of Sue and have a shot.
That's
a wide shot, like from Gravity, like the shot from Gravity with Sandra Bullock, but with a baby there, and you have the whole family, wide shot, the whole family just floating there, looking at this baby just floating, like one wide shot like that, beautiful.
Right,
make it a fucking art. Zack Snyder would have done that shot. Zack Snyder would have done like it would look biblical. It would have looked fucking biblical.
All right, Max, what did you think of Fantastic Four? What score would you give it?
Well, you could have watched my review to find out.
But most people didn't, so refresh them on this.
I mean, can I say this? Most of my asshole friends,
yeah,
I love you.
Yeah.
I love you, assholes.
No, can you?
They complain about
Strange
my hot takes.
Strange Marvel theories. Reed fears failure, and that's brilliant because he doesn't know how to handle being a father. Because there's no science or equation to do that. It's brilliant character work.
Don't watch my reviews. Do not watch my reviews.
All right.
Why do you make your shitty hot takes and they don't watch my other content? I will tell you what was in my review. I gave it a 9 out of 10. The only thing that took it down from a 10 out of 10 was Pedro as Reed. I just wasn't feeling it. I understand that could be comic accurate, but it was just so monotone, probably like a deadpan scientist. I just wasn't feeling it. But the rest of the stuff, Sue Storm, I am such a Sue Storm's fan. I haven't been this much of a Invisible Woman fan since her. I underestimated Vanessa Kirby. She's got acting chops. She's got everything. Her scenes were amazing. Johnny Storm, I love Johnny in this. So the kind of PR he did was kind of odd because he in a lot of the stuff
we'll
with Johnny,
get to that, Perp. We'll get to that.
A lot of the stuff with Johnny and the Thing, their best stuff was not in the trailers, it was in the movie. Like they saved a lot there. A lot of the stuff from Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman is in the trailers. They saved a lot of good stuff for the movie that's not in the trailers with the Thing. And I love the way he's he's so about his family. The Human Torch trying to save it. He was going to I'm sorry. I almost said some. He had some great sequences with Silver Surfer. He had some epic action. And then those two scenes, even though they were really well done, the action and the use of powers was intentional. It had gravitas. The whole sequences felt like when I was watching an old OG Star Wars trilogy like this. They have such purpose to the action sequences and it just didn't seem like flashy shit. Like
It was just
Perp
Galactus
just
walking.
said Perp just said he likes Superman better because the flashy shit. Something
Not because of the action. I thought Superman's action sucked.
So everybody,
Yeah, the
how did
action-
you feel when Sue Storm told
I'm
Johnny?
saying the flashiness of like
Wait, I
the
didn't
pop
get my
the
thought.
popness of like
Yeah.
the fucking monkey's chat, like all this.
Oh,
stupid
and
shit.
the special
Like,
effects, the
flashy.
costume design, the set design was on. It was like pushing the genre forward. This is one of the best looking Marvel movies I've ever seen.
Yeah.
All right,
It was
somebody asked me
so
what I
good.
thought.
The camera
What'd you
angles
think?
bothered me.
Say it louder.
What did you think, RJ?
Well, since you asked so politely,
Oh my God.
I don't know what I thought.
Oh my God!
Well, okay, I want to see.
What
it
did you
again
like?
for-
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
Not,
of it.
it's like the
Sure,
action in Superman.
I
like
want
the
to see it again
physical.
for a second time
I was
before I give
disappointed with
like my full
choreography.
thoughts on it. I think I liked it.
Okay.
I think I liked it.
What's your favorite parts and your parts you're not sure of without spoilers?
So the thing for me is that I walked out enjoying it. I didn't love it. The biggest thing for me is that, well, I want to say the good stuff first. The world building's great. The set designs are fantastic. No pun intended. I really enjoyed the cast. Galactus was amazing. I just was like, I wish he was in the movie more. I needed more
Yeah.
Galactus. He was
But it
not
was
in the
so
movie
epic
nearly
when
enough.
he was there,
He
though.
didn't even have a good line. What was his best line?
The Silver
even-
Surfer
he
escape
didn't even have a good
sequence
line.
was probably the best part of the movie. I was just taken aback by a couple things with this movie, though. Not bad. It's just like I was a little bit surprised by this. It's a very dialogue talky movie. It's a lot of scenes of people in like little offices or like rooms talking about what's going on and how they're gonna fix it. It's a very dialogue heavy movie, and
Guys are
there
selling
really
me on
wasn't a
this.
lot of action. I mean, you had the action, the set piece where they escape from space, and you had the third act, but the third act was pretty short. I mean, the fight with Galactus did not go on for very long.
It's just him walking to an area. It's, like,
which
crazy.
was fine. I mean, I just wasn't what I was expecting.
He didn't even try to
that's-
smash anyone.
Well, that's probably potential slight spoilers.
Do some of this
here.
shit.
Well, let me finish my.
Learn
my-
from Kong.
I have a reason for that.
No, let me finish real
Okay.
quick though. So again, this is like I really enjoyed the performances. Like I like the characters very much. I want to see more of these characters. I do feel like this movie was chopped up in the edit room though, where like I could tell that there was stuff missing from this movie that would have helped. A lot of stuff from the
100%.
trailers is not in this movie. And I'm not sure why Marvel felt the need to cut this movie down as much as they did. I would have liked to have seen the
Because it
scenes
tested badly.
that could like built up these characters a little bit more, like had some more stuff. But like, I wanted to see like the John Malkovich with his crazy apes running around. I wanted to see.
Oh God.
We saw Reed Richards drop kick an orangutan off a bridge.
Yeah, I
in the
want to see
beginning.
more of that.
More
kind
of
of
that.
stuff, you know?
Weird shit
Yeah,
like that.
Sounds like it belongs in Superman.
Yeah.
But that's the thing though. It's like there's clearly missing stuff from this movie
Dude,
that kind of impacts.
They
the movie
completely
experience a little
like
bit.
everyone that's saying they
Not too
weakened.
much, though.
Everyone that's saying they weakened Superman's powers, dude. Mr. Fantastic's powers were invisible, bro. He didn't do shit.
His main power is not his stretchability.
Kurt
I know,
was
but
gonna
come on,
fucking
the stretchy
say it.
shit. They didn't do anything with that.
They
Like
did
they hid that shit. They were embarrassed by that thing.
So overall,
Sure,
like I
we
said,
got a clip
I
for you,
I
sir.
enjoyed the movie.
They're saving it for later.
Like I said, I think it does a good job establishing these characters. I think it is definitely the best Fantastic Four movie made thus far.
Ever made.
I walked out liking this movie. I didn't walk out loving it though. I will say it's I'm gonna get so much shit for this. I'm just gonna say it. You know, when I walked out of this movie, it kind of felt to me like another comic book movie. Which
That's
isn't
how
a
I felt
bad
about
thing,
Superman,
which isn't a bad thing.
and I felt this was special.
which isn't a bad thing. Because I
You didn't feel that for Brave New World, Jesus.
it felt like another Marvel movie, which is
Oh,
good
no,
because I like
did it-
Marvel movies.
RJ, did it feel like a return to form to Marvel movies?
No, that's Thunderbolts.
We also have to give out. We got 2 new members tonight. Unbelievable. Strange Marvel Theories gifted 5 memberships. Isaac, the biggest movie fan and the biggest fan of MME, is back. William Powell. Hosea, XCI, world-renowned Geohound, the Juice Man.
I can't
Thank
thank
you.
William enough for and Rhea for getting me that Pink Ranger.
That is
But-
pretty cool.
Oh,
That's
that
pretty
was
cool.
for your
William's in the
benefit?
chat.
Yeah, well, it's
Yeah,
for
it
my
was for his
girlfriend. It's for my
benefit, yeah.
girlfriend. It's her birthday today.
But she
wow.
deserves it. She has to put
Yeah.
up
That's
with
great.
likes of you.
For your better half. Okay, I'll allow it.
Yeah,
I,
but just to finish real quick,
I
I'm
owe
sorry,
Rhea money. She's
I
gonna
know,
beat me
big
up if I
round.
don't
Happy,
give it to her.
happy
a little bit,
birthday
just to
to
finish-
Amber.
Just to
Homer.
finish my thoughts real quick. I walked out of this movie liking it, but to me, I felt like I had just seen like another Marvel movie, another comic book movie. When I
I think it felt different because of the lack of jokes, though. Like I was getting like,
Well,
I think
yeah, a
this
little
is
bit, but
Marvel's
I
Man
thought,
of Steel.
I feel like
Personally,
this is a good, solid Marvel movie. I feel like I'm getting more. I'm back on like the train, interested in this franchise again. Kind of
yeah, we saw
feeling
that picture. It was
excited
awesome.
about the future. But when I walked out of Superman, I felt like I had seen something brand new that I felt like rejuvenated. That movie really reminded me why I love comic books and comic book movies. Like that really like reinvigorated my soul a little bit. Where I
There
felt,
was there was a post I saw where James Gunn was liking this comic book store owner who said that, you know, we've had tons of billion-dollar comic book movies, but never have we've had as many people be interested in a comic book character like Superman when Superman came out.
yeah,
And James
like
Gunn
that's
liked
what I'm
that
saying. Like,
post. Yeah.
there was just something special about that specific movie that I feel like touched a lot of people and like really reinvigorated
It's that
people's,
cryptocurrency.
like your
Was he talking
passion
about
for
Snyder
this kind
Superman?
of stuff. To me, at least.
Yes.
I wish that Fantastic Four would have been able to give me that for Marvel, but it didn't do that. But it's kind of an unfair thing to ask that movie to do because it's not what that movie is trying to do. Superman, I felt like had a lot more to prove to people versus Fantastic Four, like had to play it very safe and had to very much just be like
Did you like
bare
Thunderbolts
minimum had to
more?
be a good movie with these
Did
characters.
you like Thunderbolts more?
Of course not.
Whoa, strange. Holy crap, man. Sorry, thank you.
Oh,
he just
thank
gifted
you,
5
Strange
more
Marvel
members
Theory.
today.
I think James Gunn doesn't like Superman.
Wow. Man, that really helps me out here, Stranger. Let me know when we can get you on for some more Strange Marvel theories after you see this. I think
Let's
if you've
have
seen this
Strange
movie-
on a mic drop next week.
Yeah.
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 Dad
I mean,
Dude
like I said,
Vince,
Superman.
Hold on.
That was
Dad
nice of
Dude
him.
Vince, Justin Proper, Nick from Echo Base, Sticks Boy, and Xander J. Woo! Wow.
So hang on. Let me ask everybody a question. So this was a departure from what we see from Marvel movies. There's a
Yes.
scene in the movie, spoiler alert, where Sue Storm tells Johnny, go kill her, meaning Silver Surfer. He tells her to go kill her. Okay. I was very impressed with that dialogue. I was very impressed with the way she delivered that dialogue.
She's a mother.
Okay. Right. But that's not what we see in Marvel movies, the murder stuff.
Did you know what Scarlet Witch was trying to do?
Yeah, but stop it.
She's
She-
a mother too.
She
Connection.
explicitly told her brother to go murder this woman. Okay? Go kill her. It hit different. I got to tell you, I loved it. It made me tingle downstairs. I loved it. It was terrific.
I don't. Okay.
It was a bit of a departure for me. I thought,
No,
like,
that was a different line you don't hear all the time in Marvel, right?
I feel like
I
this movie's a
See,
course
Thunderbolt and Fantastic Four brought back my love of Marvel. Like I like the epicness. I'm not afraid of jokes, or I'm okay here and there. But the silliness of comic books, I know it can be accurate. It's really, it's not my jam.
Yeah,
My jam
and
is
answer your
epic
question by the way,
scale.
real quick, and answer your question by the way, Perp. I haven't really been like, let me look at the Marvel movies that have come out recently. I don't think I've really been like jazzed, like super like anticipating a Marvel movie, like where I was like religiously
Used to be the
following it.
maniac.
Yeah.
Like
'Cause they haven't
the
done it
last movie, like I'm just being honest to God, straightforward. Like the last movie I was really looking forward to is Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
None of
Oh,
the
that was last
movies
year. It's not that long ago.
Yeah, I mean, none of the movies that have come out this
No
year,
liar.
like Fantastic Four was the closest one to that, but the marketing, I wasn't really vibing
Well,
with
did you
it.
like
I mean, it was
Thunderbolts more than
fine.
Fantastic Four? Because that was like a surprise, right?
Thunderbolts was more of a pleasant surprise, where that was a movie I had no faith in and had no confidence would be good, actually being good.
I
I'd
thought it was
say
really good.
I really enjoyed Thunderbolts a lot. I don't know if
I think Thunderbolts is still my favorite comic book movie of the year so far. It was very
Yeah,
consistent.
Thunderbolts is
surprisingly
stronger,
good.
but I really like some of the stuff, like the dialogue and stuff, and character moments are better in Thunderbolts for me. But the actual action sequences, the stuff with the Void and Sentry in Thunderbolts was amazing. The stuff,
Yeah,
with
that was
Galactus,
good. That was better than Galactus.
Good villain stuff. This is
The
some
Void was
epic
better than
scenes.
Galactus.
Yeah.
I felt the impending doom of the Void versus Galactus. That like every fucking nerd was telling me, no, dude, you gotta see he eats planets. It's gonna be scary. And I do feel they tried to do that with him in the beginning, and I thought it was like the amazing acting of like Pedro and them, like the when they're having that press conference, or when she's walking out to all the protesters and stuff. Like all that stuff was great. But then when Galactus shows up, I was like, he kind of looks silly.
Okay, well, hold on a second here.
Here's the
Do you
thing.
know how brave it was for them to use Galactus as the main baddie? In the
Sure.
film? It's
Sure.
not easy.
Sure.
And giants can look absolutely ridiculous on film,
Yeah.
and they did a really good job.
Well,
of
here's the
presenting
thing.
Galactus.
He looked like
from
what I've seen. Yeah.
It might be a slight spoiler, so just be aware. You're not. I don't think we're done with Galactus. That's all.
No, he was moved.
Sure, I just
killed.
hope that they do more.
Oh,
with
don't
it
say that,
because-
Perp. Don't say it. Yeah, yeah, but I think it's going to be. I think that's what some of your criticisms is, because you have to save something for the next time.
Yeah. But if you're asking me right now, like if Max,
I hope that's what they're doing with Mr. Fantastic.
Like if
Well, they
Max,
have to be doing
you
that
know,
with Mr.
if this
Fantastic.
guy wearing the beanie had a gun to my head and told me which movie to pick right
You
now.
mean like Lex puts to innocent people in Supergirl?
Yeah, like if you're asking me right now what movie I'm going to pick, like I think Superman is the better movie of the two. But I just find it so fascinating how similar they are to each other. Like to me, I find it super fascinating.
Different tone.
I have
I
feelings.
think the only similarities they have is that they both moved. They were both TikTok movies. The plot moved along quickly, and that's it. Otherwise,
I think Fantastic Four reminded me a lot of Man of Steel in terms of the tone, even some of the color palette with the grays.
I agree with that.
And then also, yep. And
like
towards
the
city shots towards the end with Galactus. That little portal thing that they were making around the world, that gave me vibes of Man of Steel. Like, you remember how there's a lot of like triangle vibes with the alien shit in the Phantom Zone, only backwards. The tone is also it's more mature. This felt like more mature than the other Marvel movies. Just like Man of Steel feels like.
Yeah, and I'll be honest. I think Superman
preference.
is way more rewatchable than Fantastic Four.
Agreed.
I think it's more fun. I think Superman's more fun
Because, like I
but
said,
it depends on
Fantastic
your
Four, I think
preferences.
that's the only off-putting thing I can.
I
see
like
that,
epic
I
sci-fi.
like it.
I like high
I'm just saying that
stakes.
Fantastic Four has like a lot of like talky scenes.
See,
There's really only 2 action set pieces in the whole movie. That's it.
Here's the thing. Galactus, this is a big setup movie for what happens in Avengers Doomsday, and then,
that mid-credit scene though. Oh my god.
Yeah, and also
that I don't know.
What's wrong with that?
That mid-credit scene was kind of disappointing.
Are you effing kidding me? That was
Can we do spoilers? Because the way something looked cheap.
I understand.
Well, it was a Shazam
It
level.
looked like it looked plastic.
I was
bro.
so
Everybody-
happy.
That shit looked plastic. What he was holding looked plastic.
It was
So
a
happy
Shazam
to-
level mid credit scene. Everybody, that's all you need to know. And
I mean, it was
that
cool,
directed
but
by
I
the
was like-
Russos? That did not look like Thunderbolts.
I feel like that mid-credit scene they could have done so much more with, and they didn't. I was like, oh, okay. I still have like that. Like, I feel like that mid-credit scene could have been used to like quell some people's concerns about this Avengers movie, but it really didn't. I'm just like, I'm still worried. I don't know how
It
you're
was
gonna
so
do
great
this.
to have a mid-credit sequence that meant something.
It does mean something, absolutely, but it's just like
only from a nerd perspective of wanting to see a character. It's like this doesn't really like mean.
So
I don't get the comic book movie fans that don't want things to connect. Like that's the I mean I understand that's your personal preference, but the general masses, general public have been really rewarding to this type of linking of projects together. Like,
no, I'm not worried about that. It's just how shoddy this was done. It just felt like.
I mean, I agree. It could have been a better shot. Yeah, it seemed like it was quick and dirty.
Yeah,
Maybe
that was
AI was only so good.
It could have been AI. Yeah, I don't
Yeah. You're not kidding.
I think he got the point across, and that was the look at everybody.
It feels like anytime they do those mid-credit scenes, it feels like they're tired from the shoot and just get it done. Like it's never like a real. Besides the Thunderbolts one, that one felt like a
Thunderbolts
a little bit
probably
crafted.
one of the best directed.
Yeah, it's crafted. It's not just like lazily.
But spoiler alert: the Thunderbolts end credit scene has nothing to do with this movie. FYI.
Nope, we still have no clue what it ties
for the
into.
second
That was surprising. That was a nice surprise. I will say that.
No, that's silly in my opinion.
No, that was a nice surprise because
Well,
I thought it was going to end
more
a certain way for
about
sure.
What's going on in Doomsday? Then it's like, well, how does this connect then?
Well, obviously something's going to take out that shit.
Whoa,
Strange Marvel theories.
Woo! MVP of the night. Strange, man.
That's
you
awesome.
Thank you, man. You're so kind.
Dropping
tonight.
knowledge and money.
Strange Marvel theory. He's happy because Marvel's out right now, so that's great.
And it's hot right now too.
Sentry's powers should have been retrofitted to he had the X gene, and his mutation caused his schizophrenia to make him two different beings. That's very interesting. And I do want to rewatch Thunderbolts too. I want to go back to that. I'm very happy with Marvel right now. I want to get there with DC. And honestly, Peacemakers, like if I want to watch James Gunn, I want to watch Peacemaker stuff. I don't necessarily want to watch him make his Superman movie. I didn't hate his Superman movie. I had fun with it. But that's my
By the way,
Gunn,
tomorrow night, the Peacemaker season 2 official trailer drops.
How did he get here? Who sent him a link?
Like 3 trailers already?
He's in a hotel in San Diego.
I'm glad you're here, William. I didn't know.
I
only got a couple minutes. I had already shut
Look at that window, William. How's it going out there?
Wait, hold on. What you just?
There's a party going on outside.
I could have sworn you was just in the vodka stream. This is crazy.
I was, but they started throwing darts in that one, so I left that room. I was working on editing in this one, and then I got a link. I just figured, what's the worst that could happen by me clicking it? Then I see what the worst is. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, had a good time out in San Diego.
It's all right. Like I said, the line management this year has sucked. I've been in this convention a bunch of times, and the way they've managed the lines and the interior traffic has been pretty sad, given that you know exactly what's going to go on every year. So yeah, it's a major problem. Yeah, I've seen that. I've almost purchased one of them damn things.
Did you get one? Or
no? I got to go.
I didn't see your thoughts on Fantastic Four. I saw like a quick short I liked, but I didn't. William, what do you think?
Yeah, I thought it was great. I enjoyed it. I thought it exceeded my expectations for it. You have different expectations for a Fantastic Four movie than you would for a Superman movie, and they should not be even voiced in the same sentence unless you're just trying to hurt your brain. It's just two different missions, and like I said, when it comes to Fantastic Four being portrayed, consistent with what they've always been, I thought it was fine. I thought whoever did this one was a true fan of Jack Kirby, because you can see Jack Kirby's influence all over this, and he's been dead for 30 years, so that tells you how strong his influence is. So.
While you're here,
yeah, I think Matt Shackman definitely loved the comics and really wanted to pay homage.
William,
to the
what is
Kirby
your
stuff.
opinion on Fourth? What can you tell us about Fourth? He's in a bit of an enigma here.
Who?
Fourth.
He doesn't even know who he is. No, I'm just kidding. He knows who he is.
I'm his favorite watcher, and
yeah.
Didn't he kick you or something? I thought. No, I'm just kidding.
Always a barrel full of fun.
Well, while you're here, William, I have an important question I want to ask the whole panel. Now that we've had a super fantastic July, some of us here have seen all 3 movies. Jurassic World Rebirth.
I've seen 2.
Oh, well, I was going to have you rank the 3. Since you didn't see the Jurassic Park, you can just put it third, I guess.
Just rank all the comic book movies of the year. There's 4 comic book movies.
Rank the big July movies.
Why not all comic books?
Superman, Fantastic Four, Jurassic Park, Rebirth.
Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four, and Superman, as far as the 3 that I've seen this year.
Okay.
I think there's only been 3.
All right.
No, Brave New World.
You forgot that one.
Brave New World is number 4. Whatever.
I would rank it Fantastic Four, Jurassic Park Rebirth, and then Superman.
I didn't see the Jurassic Park 4. Jurassic. I gave up on those movies back in the 90s. I'm just not a dinosaur guy, so I had no
say the
plan.
line, William. Say the line.
Say what?
I have no use.
I don't have any use for the movies I don't want to see.
It's a classic William line.
All
I
right.
have classy lines now. Okay, that's dangerous.
All right, perfect.
Dude, we sing songs about you
what
on
would your
Campfire,
ranking
boy.
would your ranking be in the 3 big July movies?
I didn't see Jurassic Park, so I will do comic book ranking. 4 movies, easily on the top. Thunderbolts was just such a solid movie all around. Forget the comic book stuff. Just great, very creative. An ending I wasn't expecting, and it went a little horror. I love Thunderbolts. Then we got the Superman and Fantastic Four. They're neck and neck, but probably Superman front, and then way at the bottom, Brave New World. I thought that was atrocious.
Yeah, Brave New World was rough.
Yeah.
Voltaire, RJ, you could do it, and then Forth doesn't see anything. So.
I haven't seen.
Hey, I saw Megan 2.0 and it was fantastic.
Yeah.
Yes, I thought so too. Why was Rhea so wrong? Rhea hated that movie. She was
I thought she was going to love it. I was surprised.
Well,
time to change the popcorn bucket.
She was like, "This was so mid." I'm like, "What?
What the hell is that?
Megan, meet Megan.
Dude, I thought you had a blow up doll. I'm like, what the hell?
Why is it? You got the tape still on the mouth.
I know. I haven't taken it out yet. I haven't used the popcorn.
So I didn't see the Jurassic Park movie, but I ranked them Superman, Fantastic Four, then the Century movie.
Thunderbolts.
See, Fantastic Four and Thunderbolts are great movies. Superman's a really good movie. That's as far as I can go with Superman. I mean, like I said, if it were 30% less cartoonish, I could go higher. But out of all those movies, it's the one that literally, even more so than Fantastic Four, that literally had a cartoon in it. Superman was more cartoonish than that. So, yeah.
Now, William, question. What do you think? I hear that Superman has gone back to its basics with the way it's presented.
Whoever tells you that, just walk away from it.
Wasn't me. Stop it, Forth.
If you walk up to somebody,
you hang in my channel, Forth. Stop making me look bad.
Yeah. If you have, like I told you guys before, if you have people who start coming to you with that kind of vernacular for the sake of your relationship, your friends or whatever, just end that conversation, because the character's been around for eight and a half decades. You have all these people who have a different way of looking at Superman. Usually it's the one, the warm and fuzzy in their head. That is by no means the standard of Superman. So when you hear people starting off the conversation that way, just find something else to do. Look at your watch, start checking your text, or, start, faking an illness or something to get out of that.
Do you have that same, what about the animated Batman series? Is same energy? If someone says the animated Batman series is the standard?
No, we've explained to you actually this before. The difference between Superman and Batman.
Yeah.
Superman is an abstract idea.
No, but I'm saying the animated Batman, which is cartoons, which a lot of people really like.
That's a problem, though, because you figure you're talking about influence now. With Superman, for the most part, you can go different directions over 80 years. For the most part, it's the same thing, just different.
For Batman, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Batman is not. Once you've created Batman the way Batman is, he's created a violence and murder. You don't cartoon that and without affecting the trajectory of the character. Like I said,
it's so good.
You don't, there's a reason why baby food is for kids and chewable food is for adults. You don't change one for the other. You grow into it. Yeah. They didn't change Friday the 13th for me. Jason still split heads with axes when I was 6 years old watching it.
Yeah.
So I don't think you need to.
They did for Toxic Avenger.
They did, and that's still not. If you look at the Toxic Avengers, it's not a piece of how they got that.
They got the Toxic Crusaders cartoon.
But
it was successful apparently too.
You're not going to change Troma though.
Yeah,
when you see the Toxic Avengers cartoon, there's no expectation that when you see a Troma movie that you're going to see some bullshit and some soft shit in a cartoon. When you let a lot of people who grew up with animated series and have that expectation for Batman, and that's a distortion.
Yeah, it's real quick. If I'm going to rank this stuff,
good point.
And let me get this super chat again from Strange Marvel Theories, $5. Another all-star on the panel with William. I don't know. That might be going too far.
William, since your boots on the ground, at Comic-Con, what are people most excited about based on your observation?
Well, RJ was going to give his favorites. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say for July, I'd rank it Superman, Fantastic Four, then way down Jurassic World Rebirth. That movie was that one was rough.
I loved it. It was fun.
It was not good, but I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Okay, so Rhea pays attention to chat. Put yours into. Rhea says Thunderbolts #1, Fantastic Four #2, Superman #3, 4, Brave New World.
If I'm ranking
Hers
the
mirrors
comic
mine.
book movies, #1 Superman, #2. This is like I said. I want to see Fantastic Four again, so this might change. Right now, I'm gonna put #2 Thunderbolts, #3 Fantastic Four, then #4 Brave New World. Which, by the way, I didn't hate Brave New World. Like people really ragged on that movie. I thought it was fine. It was okay.
I feel like I'm in the
It was
minority. I
fun.
was the only one that didn't like
It was okay.
in our
I mean, it
group.
wasn't
No, I
great,
didn't.
but I
I
liked
didn't.
Brave New World enough.
It was a Hulk movie it was a Hulk movie sequel for a Hulk movie that nobody
I
saw.
didn't like that General Ross was kind of like too nice now. Like I like the General Ross that's really going out for.
Well, he was trying to keep it in, right?
I didn't like what they did with General Ross until he hulked
Right.
out, and then also Isaiah Bradley.
The last 12 minutes were the best part.
Well
I will
I
admit
don't think
that.
they
That
did
was
well
great.
by
Well, the
Isaiah's
Isaiah
character.
Bradley stuff actually was my favorite part of Brave New
I
World,
wanted
but they
it
need
to
to do
be.
more with it.
Wasn't that Hulk fight at the end was awesome.
The Hulk
That's
fight
the
was
only-
cool too, but like
Yeah.
the Isaiah Bradley subplot was like my favorite part of the movie. Like, because I just
Hey,
like the
Isaac.
Isaiah Bradley character a lot.
Isaac would say best to worst: Thunderbolt, Superman, Captain America, Brave New World. Cool. I think everyone's putting Brave New World last.
Well, like I said, it's a sequel to a movie that most of these guys in this generation of Marvel Cinematic Universe viewings didn't even see. So it's like you're trying to close up some loose threads from a string nobody cared about, and it was 17
Yeah,
years
it was a mess. I thought it was a mess because it's like I understand the theme should have been like if he's taking on Captain America, he's taking on like past things that Captain America didn't know about. That's interesting. That's when the Isaiah. So you don't need the Isaiah Bradley because that makes it too personal. So it's literally two conflicting things fighting. It's like something that he has nothing to do with versus something too personal. It's like
Well, that
You-
was also a movie that you could tell was
Well-
just completely reshot and just completely reworked behind the scenes. Because like you could tell that it was originally about the Serpent Society, and like they kind of wasted Giancarlo Esposito as like a character, like a mercenary. It's like, who is he? Why? Like, what's his relevance to this?
Since we have Comic-Con boots on the ground, William and Rhea, and then people that have been viewing the content coming out of Comic-Con, what's your favorite parts of Comic-Con so far? A panel or a
well,
project?
today the Batman panel.
I was gonna say I wasn't like just from somebody who isn't at Comic-Con. It seemed like that Predator panel was incredible.
Yes.
It was one of the best panels. It was one of the best panels I've seen at Comic Con.
Oh, I'm jealous of the
Yeah,
mask.
yeah.
full screen it.
I saw they gave
Yeah,
those
Max,
masks
did you
out.
see what they announced, by the way?
Yes, about the Hulu show to go watch it. Yes.
No, the Hulu
Yeah.
movie. that they
Yeah,
added.
you know why to
Added
watch it,
post
right?
credit
You know
scene.
why to watch it?
Yeah.
The movie.
We
That's
added
so
the post-credit scene. That
William,
got a big rise up.
did you go to the
Well,
Noah Hawley Alien panel?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was up for that one. That we saw the first episode.
Oh,
We
dude,
saw
I
the
haven't
first
seen.
episode.
That's the only thing I
Yeah,
haven't
I
seen
like
a lick
that, yeah.
of marketing. I haven't seen anything of Alien Earth marketing because I'm gonna go in so blind. And
I
I'm so
love
excited.
Noah Hawley.
Yeah, me too. That's why I'm going in so blind.
It was it's the longest panel of Comic Con. It was an hour and a half. They
Alien
spoke for a
Earth.
half hour.
I didn't
Yeah,
catch
and
out the Alien Earth coverage
Lean
yet.
back, baby.
But,
Oh, dude,
look-
Kingdom of Nerds is cheating with K-pop Demon Hunters. You know that would have been my #1. Don't put that in there.
Superman, K-pop, Demon Hunters, Brave New World. Fantastic Four under Brave
Holy
New
shit.
World.
Oh, he didn't like Thunderbolts either. Damn. Good for you, Kingdom.
It's a different movie goer where you're right there.
Yeah.
But no, that would have been the best panel. That would have been. I mean, the
Did
Alien
any-
Earth one was
I
good.
know. Were
Are
you
you guys planning on going to the Peacemaker stuff tomorrow?
I'm not. I'm annoyed this con with the Lions and stuff like that. Even though Hall H, I was able to get in with Hall H relatively easy.
I saw Rhea
It's
went
just
to
a-
that party thing that they had going on.
What, Tron?
No. Rhea went
Tron
to like a
looked, the
Peacemaker
Tron
party.
panel looked cool. I don't know if it was cool for people that were.
I
there,
left.
but-
I had other engagements. I left right after Badlands. But there's another one. The long walk looks good. They showed us 22 minutes of that, and Mark Hamill came out in his role as the major, and I posted that. Other than that, favorite part of Comic Con, that's it so far. I mean, like I said, I'm going to do some stuff tomorrow. I'm going to get some stuff signed.
Yeah. The DC
I
stuff is
don't
cool.
plan on doing Hall H, but that could change.
Yeah, the DC comic announcements are cool. They got an absolute Green Arrow miniseries coming.
Yeah. I sat in on that panel.
Did they say anything about that? Like what the twist is going to be with Green Arrow? Like what kind of like story is going to be?
So far surprising. He's the most like his Earth counterpart. He's almost seen there are certain things that are different about him, but not on the surface. You won't see it till you read him. They showed you Darkseid, what he looks like. It's this whole DC knockout thing that they're doing.
Yeah, I haven't gotten a chance to ask you what you thought about the DC KO thing, like the whole tournament fighter.
Didn't care, not because it's part of a story that's coming. There's too much stuff that you have to get through.
What is that?
DC.
Well,
What's
DC
KO?
DC KO is going to be like it's the new event for DC where it's about you have to get like KO energy to like defeat Darkseid.
Yeah.
So all these heroes are going to be fighting each other like in
Like
these
Street
serious
Fighter,
battles.
like KO.
Yeah, like it's going to be like an actual like fighting tournament. Like
They got to
D&D
knock each
style.
other out. That's awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I think it'll be good, but like I said, to me, it's about DC.
It says Deadpool
DC
and
all
Batman,
in.
and it has
Yeah,
it
they're
has
doing
the
a
Thing
Deadpool and
versus
Batman
who?
crossover. comedy.
Any
There's gonna be, like, a lot of
Batgirl news
variant
yet for
covers.
DC All In? Jesus, come on.
No.
Damn it.
That's going to be huge for retailers though. For Deadpool and Batman, the crossover.
I'm excited for Peacemaker.
I want to
John
get the variant
Cena-
covers for that.
I mean,
John
I know
Cena
you
was
don't like
kind of
that
a-
stuff, William, but it is going to sell books at your store.
Thank you for
It may.
I appreciate that.
You guys got to realize that attraction
Yeah,
doesn't extend.
I'll be doing to the max
certain areas.
tomorrow. Strange, you welcome to come on.
William, did you see James Gunn said something about like or a comic book store? He liked to post that comic book stores have been getting people really interested in Superman. Have you been seeing that
That's
in your
great.
I
store?
saw that. The interest is the bar was low though, because Superman's a hard sell. So any mention of Superman helps. Absolute Superman's probably done more for Superman sales. To be honest with you, as far as per unit sold for me, Absolute Superman has done more for Superman sales. But this movie doesn't hurt. This movie makes it all that money. You have two things happening right now that really generate numbers that Superman hasn't seen in like 8, 9, 10 years.
So there was also Walking Dead. This is still like
The show's ending, Max. They announced that this next season
I
is
know.
the last season.
A whole spin-off show. I didn't even see any of it yet. I was way into me and my wife were way into Walking Dead.
There are people that think that Long Walk movie is a Walking Dead movie. I shit you not. I saw them talking about it when they looked at the poster. It's like
it actually looks pretty intense. Like I said, they showed us 22 minutes of it. I don't know how long the movie is, but they showed us the first 22 minutes of it.
Oh yeah, it's good. It's
I
kind of
wasn't
interesting.
planning
Look,
to
Stephen King has two movies coming out. One of them's Long Walk. The other one's The Running Man. Think about that.
He's
I'm excited.
It's kind of interesting.
Do we want to talk about the
The next one is The Power Walker.
What elephant?
What?
What room?
The passing of Hulk Hogan.
Listen, the guy was as a human, the guy was a piece of shit. But I can't deny his mark on professional. There's no way you can do that. Listen, Ty Cobb was a racist. Pete Rose did some awful things as a human being sometimes, but 4,000 hits is 4,000 hits. You know, I mean, when I first heard him drop the N-bomb with 2 hard R's and 2 G's, that broke my heart as somebody who grew up watching and rooting for Hulk Hogan to hear him say that, hear him in his own words. So I have, and then some of the stuff he did with his son, trying to get his son off of after he put some other guy in a wheelchair. Trying to, work it, so his son didn't have to do. There's all kinds of stuff that'll go.
Well, also helping.
This episode's not cool, Voltaire.
What's up?
Well, I was going to say also to you helping to stop wrestlers from forming a union doesn't help either.
Yeah.
No, I don't like him personally, but you can't deny his.
You don't know him personally.
What William just said is really
the things I've heard.
As a wrestling fan, what William, as a Hulk Hogan fan as a kid, what William just said is really poignant. When you hear Hulk Hogan say those kinds of things, it kind of ruins.
It's almost like Superman saying it. He was at the time people thought he was the good guy, right?
So if you're of a certain age and you watch like Saturday Night Main Event, Hulk Hogan was Superman. You know what I mean? He was special. And to hear him say that kind of crap, that's terrible.
And not hear it rumored, to hear it his voice, say.
Well,
so, yeah.
He's dead, and I think we could like say, hey, shout out to the families who's suffering. Like those are the people, So he was loved, right, by by people too. You know,
Yeah, and he was
like a
I said,
family, his family.
And someone that does some controversial and horrible things in life, you could still say rest in peace too. Like that should be the end of it.
Yeah,
right?
my grievances
Rest
stop
in
at the
peace.
grave, but there's just like I said, there's no denying what he meant. The world's full of awful people who have done things that that are notable, that are memorable. Hulk Hogan, you can't. We're not talking modern day wrestling. If Vince McMahon doesn't take advantage of rock and roll wrestling, Cyndi Lauper, Captain New Albino, Rocky 3, there's so many things that make Hulk Hogan, lined up for himself and lined up for the whole wrestling world. So you can say a person's, what they are, but at the same time,
William, when I saw your post on that, and as somebody who grew up as a kid watching Saturday Night's Main Event and all that kind of stuff, it was very poignant. You're 100% correct. Like it kind of shattered an image for what a bunch of kids had, but you can't deny what he did for the industry type of thing.
No, not at all.
If I play a wrestling video game and Hulk Hogan's in it, I might want to pick.
You should have a watch party. Watch one of his terrible movies, Suburban Commando or something.
No, thanks.
I love those movies as a kid, though.
Okay, can we talk about the worst thing Nintendo's done in a long time?
I love Suburban Commando too.
Well, RJ's here.
You're a dead man, Randy.
Go ahead and bolt.
RJ.
Yeah, the
See ya,
money's
William.
on
Thank you.
Nintendo, William's out.
Oh,
Hey,
thanks,
William.
Have fun. Go to that party over there.
I'm very
That's
happy.
your
that
fault,
William,
by the way.
That
Matt.
party was about to burst
That's
into
your
his room.
fault, by the
What
way,
it sounded
Matt.
like.
The
I'm
moment
very
you say
happy that
Nintendo
William
or
said
video
that
games, he leaves.
the Noah Wiley
Oh, really?
alien panel was good because I am.
I didn't
everybody.
check. I didn't.
Me too.
I got to check out the coverage of that.
Noah Wiley is one of the most underrated creators out there. He should be making movies. If Kathleen Kennedy had half a brain,
Wait, Voltaire, are you
Wars
saying
movie.
the act? Wait, hold on. Are you saying the
Oh yeah, I
actor?
will need to get your.
Are you saying the
super chats.
actor Noah Wiley or the writer Noah Hawley?
Noah Hawley. Sorry, Noah Hawley.
Yeah, because Noah Wiley's the guy on the pit.
What about Laura Hall?
Noah Hawley is one of the most
Inti-
he's one of the most brilliant creators out there. He knows how to mix in a bit of surrealism and that kind of thing. Wonderful.
And he said "fuck Cannon" too, which I love.
He is wonderful, everybody.
Oh yeah, did you guys see that, by the way?
Any one of these,
He was like, "Yo, are you gonna do Prometheus shit?" He's like, "Hell no, I'm not doing no fucking."
Yeah, they actually
Prometheus
said
shit.
that Alien Earth will that
No
canon doesn't
canon.
matter
Fuck
to them
canon.
anymore.
That's the new shit. Fuck canon.
Yeah, did you see that,
I'm telling
Max?
you.
I'm
If
about
I,
to
were,
see that.
if I ran
I'm more
Marvel
excited that
or I ran
Timothy
Star
Oliphant
Wars,
is in it.
I would bring Noah Hawley in and I'd say, "What do you think?"
Well, hold on though, real quick. Did you guys see that?
What if he
Noah
says, "I
Hawley-
want the Acolyte season 2"? You give it to him?
No, I would say no to that, but I would listen. I would listen
Hold on, though.
first.
I'm trying to mix them up. Did you see though that Noah Hawley said that canon no longer matters when it comes to Alien, and they're not going to continue anything from Prometheus? It's going to be its own story.
Well, I don't agree with that. I'm one of these rare people.
They're just
who
going to do their own
love-
thing, and just if
Yes,
it fits
I
in,
love-
it fits in. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Sorry, you're not gonna have any shots of people looking at black goo like this.
I
Like,
love
what is
I
that?
would love them. Yeah, no.
We need 4 more shots of that.
I saw
Okay.
what you're talking about, RJ, and I love Prometheus, but he's not into that canon. Whatever.
Oh my God.
They
Kingdom of
basically
Nerds.
disavowed it anyway.
All right, well, it's 1:30.
Oh, we have to cover that too. Well,
Well, no,
So
hang
this-
on. Bruce asked me a question. Can I answer?
well, yeah. So I will, and then I want to give purple warning because Rational gave a few things here. I am going to do the Supergirl spoilers at the end.
Okay, I'll
but
leave.
go-
Yeah.
But maybe he wants to give his thoughts here.
Yeah,
you
I
don't
want to
wanna hear
leave
my
before the
thoughts,
spoilers,
Bruce?
please.
Yeah, Kingdom of
It's probably
Nerds,
fake
$10.
anyway.
Voltaire,
I know it's
thoughts on
rational, but
Max
he was right
Snow
about something the other day,
getting
so I
a
have to give him the benefit of
potential
the doubt.
pardon. This is political. Thank you, Bruce. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm going to answer this because we love our fans and we love Brucifer. Brucifer is very special to everybody here on this panel.
We love him. He's been showing up in my streams too. Thank God.
Everybody loves Brucifer. So here's the deal. So what's happening with this is disgusting, everybody.
Yes.
Okay? And
You voted for him.
everybody, you can say that the current president is involved, and he is, and he's compromised. Nobody's going to deny that. But guys,
There will
I
be
know a guy.
some.
I know a guy.
Stop. The prior administration was also compromised on this thing.
Yes, they were.
It's disgusting. It's
Implement.
all disgusting. It's so much money. It's beyond what any of us normies can ever contemplate.
Here,
But
can
I thought
add to-
Trump was
can I-
supposed to be different.
No, can I add something to this, Voltaire? Not only is he covering his own ass, there's probably people giving him money to keep this away too.
So
behind
I'm
the
going to say
scenes.
something
Yeah.
on Breaking Point. Sager, the reporter, he said,
I love that show.
Right. So it's the most unbiased show. He said on a show, he said that the excuses they're giving are so ridiculous. And you know why they're giving these ridiculous excuses for not releasing this information? It's to show the people they're protecting that will give the most ridiculous excuses to protect you. Don't worry about it. And they're ridiculous. All of it is ridiculous, everybody. And sadly, 47 is compromised by a foreign government from another country. I'm not going to get into it. We don't get political on this show.
Oh God.
But
I want to know what government is it?
No, I'm in Hollywood.
RJ,
I want to be a
you
director.
know,
I want to be a director.
No,
I want to be a director.
right.
Is it Russia?
You should just leave now.
It's
Perfect.
Russia. You're right. It's the Russia. Remember?
Jeffrey
I love that.
Epstein was associated with
Russia.
government. He was associated with this foreign government, and sadly, and I'm telling you, it's heartbreaking to me. 47 is 100% compromised. Okay.
What are you saying? 47, like Agent 47 from the Hitman series? What the fuck do you mean?
47th president of the United States.
Donald
Oh.
Trump.
Oh, I thought he was talking about Agent 47 from Hitman.
I
was
politely
like, what do you mean?
disagree.
You might as well call him Agent 47. Yeah.
I think this makes things even worse. Instead of just releasing the files, that they go to her and make a deal with her, and
I'm very ill-informed.
That dude, you see Fantastic?
No,
Sorry.
I'm saying I don't know what we're talking about. Who's Maxwell?
Okay, well,
Jolene
RJ,
Maxwell.
Max, are you related to her or something? What's going on?
RJ, we can get into this on another thing.
It says Max.
Hang on. Now I want to give RJ the business about Fantastic Four. That's enough of this Ghislaine Maxwell stuff. RJ, you criticize, and Perp, you too criticize.
What did I do? What did I do?
This show about what Johnny Storm said about his character.
No, I did not criticize what he said.
You criticized us for interpreting what he said.
Oh, I laughed at you
think that
probably.
you both overreacted.
Yeah, I probably laughed at you. Yeah.
No, Max, in the private, if you want to put the article up in the private chat, it's there. So
I probably laughed.
He said,
Yeah.
The Johnny Storm womanizing.
He said it like that?
This is not what we want in 2020.
You're poisoning the well already with that tone.
Okay, so then you watch the movie, and by the way, everybody, what he said in that interview, none of it's in the movie. Now,
what do you mean?
Right before the movie was released, everybody, a teaser trailer released.
I'm sorry, you saw him womanizing in the movie? What scene was that?
Stop it, Perp.
No. Did you see him womanizing in the movie?
Silver Surfer.
The last teaser.
So he was wooing one girl that makes him a womanizer? One woman that's not even an alien? Come on.
Okay. So how would you interpret these comments?
Did they have a new take on him?
Okay. So what's a new take?
What's a new take in terms of for him specifically, or what is the definition of a new take?
Read that headline, Matt.
Joseph Quinn spoke to Marvel about Johnny Storm and where we are culturally. He was this womanizing guy, but is that sexy these days? I don't think so.
Okay.
Can we look at his actual quote though?
That's his actual
part
quote.
of it. That's part
But
of
what's the big deal? No, and then you guys. Why I thought it was funny is you guys think that this means he's woke or some shit.
He says this actor recently told Entertainment Weekly.
It's like you guys got to let actors have different like.
Hang on. Let Max read.
Something different than past iterations. Chris Evans played Johnny in two previous Fantastic Four movies as a cocky, womanizing playboy. Quinn said that's no longer sexy.
Okay, all right.
Mm-hmm.
So if you read that, now we haven't seen any. Now, hang on. When Max and I went over this.
Wait,
article,
read the second paragraph though.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, all right. Let me see. He's a man that leads with a lot of bravado, which can be an affront sometimes, but he's also funny. Myself and Marvel Studios' Kevin Feige were speaking out previous iterations of him, and we were culturally. He was branded as this womanizing, devil may care guy. But is that sex these days? I don't think so.
Okay. So my point is this.
Oh, and let me read this too. This version of Johnny is less callous than other people's feelings. And hopefully there's a self-worth. That made me cringe. about what's driving, because he really, there was a less ragging on the thing. He really messes with the thing a lot in other versions.
So this article came out in what, April? You know, and this is the Mic Drop, which is one of the best shows on the internet, and we discuss everything. If you read that, okay,
no,
what are we on the Mic Drop to interpret that? Hey, Johnny Storm is doing this now. That's level one, and I'll let you respond. But let me say, level two. What was the last teaser trailer that released for the Fantastic Four? It showed Johnny Storm. They released a specific teaser trailer where Johnny Storm was flirting with the female Silver Surfer.
Yeah, and then they also said when he came back, I know Johnny's flirting again, or something like some. I don't.
Johnny loves women. Johnny loves space.
So they addressed.
So they released that in response to the actor making opening his mouth and saying,
"No, they released that. Your misinterpretation of that. They're like, oh, we thought our audience could actually figure out what he's trying to say by that article. But as you say, what am I, Voltaire, to think? Well, Voltaire, you think." Let's see what you think about the fucking marketing for the skirt shit. You think about this stuff. You think about all this. Like, yeah, of course you're going to think that. Yeah, I do not think that. So, no, I'm answering your question. You said answer my question, which is like, what am I, the Mic Drop, supposed to think when I read that? It's like, well, if you're Voltaire, of course that's what you're going to think. What I'm going to think is that they're going to try out other ways to work on the character. You're going to have a different take.
Okay. My concern.
Hold on,
That's your first question. What was your second question?
Hold on. Can I?
What was your second question?
Do you guys remember what I told both you, Voltaire? What I told both you and Max when this whole thing started back in April? I said way back when. You can go back and look. I'm pretty sure I said this. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I said it's not that he's not a womanizer. It's that this movie is not going to strictly focus on that aspect of the character because it's going to explore another facet of him.
He's not a womanizer.
He's an uncle.
He's not a womanizer.
Other stuff going on.
They called him a ladies' man. That's not a womanizer.
Okay, now you're grasping at straw.
Hold on. And what happened in the movie?
He goes after one woman.
It focused on a different aspect of his character that we haven't seen before.
It was like a love. It was like a love struck thing. It wasn't like I'm using these women like for my pleasures. He was love struck with. Like it was a different thing, and he worked for that woman. It wasn't like I'm going from women to woman to woman. That could have been the arc that he was going for, and now he is actually enthralled by this. That's why
I said you both are.
So that's not bullshit. What it was, what the marketing was, you misunderstood. You misunderstood the thing. They made a big deal out of it. Hey, just show that he's talking to a girl because these guys are probably thinking he's gay or something.
You're right. Max and I, based on seeing the film, Max and I, or just me, I misinterpreted what that quote meant. I'm not going to disagree with that.
No, it played different in the context of the film than it was promoted there too. But the thing that bothered me more than not the women was actually, I care more about people's feelings. I'm like, well, that's not Johnny at all to me. Johnny,
why not?
Johnny throws,
but he does
jokes.
But then, Johnny, I'm sure in the same comic books that I haven't read and you haven't read, I'm sure in those same jokes, if he goes too,
family too.
Yeah, exactly. If he goes too far, he'll apologize. I'm sure, or he's like, hey,
my point is, the studio felt that he spoke too much, and they released that teaser trailer for a reason.
No, because
directly to counteract the interview that Max just posted.
I think because everyone misunderstood it.
I missed this line.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but my point is.
Then we agree. Yeah.
Hold on.
Why do you say talk too much? He talked.
Hold on. If our logic is that they released that clip to counteract the interview, couldn't it be argued that Disney PR is the one who orchestrated that interview for him to talk about the character and say those talking points?
Yeah, and then they saw how people were taking it, and they were like, "Hey, we need to do something, release something else that counters because people are taking it like this." That makes sense, sure.
All right,
because they're not going to go out there and say that stuff. They want him to say.
Right? So that's the fascinating part. What did they tell him to say in these interviews? And was that what they wanted, and they realized it was taken wrong? Or did he go off the reservation, so to speak, and just start? I don't know. That part I don't know. Again, people on this channel, we're not people who read Twitter and the trades and pretend we have inside knowledge. We just have to take what we see. Okay? He said that, Perp, you're holding your hands on your face. But he
Mhm.
said that crap.
I know. It was
Okay.
nothing. And it was. I thought it was nothing then, and it's nothing now. It was just marketing.
All
And they-
Voltaire said was concerned that that's how it was going to play.
yeah, I know.
And then the
And I
context
wasn't.
of the
All I'm saying is I wasn't because I knew this is how this shit works.
real
Okay,
quick.
so
My
I'm gonna
whole
ask.
point-
I want to ask us to RJ and Perp. That last teaser trailer where they
Mhm.
directly counteracted that interview. Do you
Yeah.
think that was on purpose or that was already scheduled to go out?
I have no idea. I don't care. It was probably on purpose. It was probably on purpose because then if you look at the counteracting of like, oh, Marvel's too jokey, then they released this thing of like he asked. They released that clip of like everything is counteracting, but that doesn't mean it's counteracting. Then it could be a thing that's building up, and it could still be part of the release. You're just like, hey, we know that this thing is going to be said. We're going to have this ready right after. We know that they think we're joking. We're going to have that scene of Pedro Pascal making the press conference where he's like depressed and everything is gloomy. Like
Okay.
they have these
Okay.
things counteracting each other all the time. Sure.
I hate to cut this off, but we have a few super chats to cover, and I want.
Yeah, I gotta get
Hang
going
on,
though.
one
I gotta
more
get
time,
going.
one
I
more
love the
time.
conversation. I love the mic drop. I love chat. I love everyone. Thank you again to
We love
Max.
you,
Thank you
Perp.
because you were trying to get a
We
hold of me.
offer you peace
Rhea
and
and
love
William.
and
Thank you for that. For my girlfriend Pink Ranger book. I love you. all.
Happy birthday to Perp's lady.
Happy birthday to Homer.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
Mhm.
All right.
Okay, so one more thing I wanted to say before you get to that, Mac.
Yeah.
We don't care, but this channel covers the news. So the only reason, Isaac, that we brought it up is because people attacked us for interpreting that interview the way it was. That's it. Okay? We don't care. I really don't care. I like the movie a lot. Go see the movie, everybody. But anyway, go ahead, Max.
Okay. So
All I
Bruce,
said, by the way, was just let's see the film. See the
Nothing to
context of what they're
apologize
doing.
for, though, RJ.
okay, so Bruce, Kingdom of Nerds, $10 again. Thank you, Bruce. I really appreciate it. To be offered a deal after being convicted of perjury is insane. It really does prove that the money and connections, you get away with everything, and it really there's a different set of rules for different people, and it's disgusting.
It's all disgusting, everybody.
It's all disgusting, and honestly, it feels like this is gonna make it, the way this is playing out. It feels like everyone's gonna get away scot-free, and just like, oh, nothing to see here.
Well, everybody, this stuff that's going on, all those conspiracy theories that there's like 11 people in a room who meet once in a while who run this country, all this stuff makes it seem real. Okay?
Yeah.
That's
If it goes down the way it seems it's going to go down, they're going to offer limited immunity. She's going to get out early, and no one's ever going to really have any consequences from this file.
No.
Do you think they're doing that so they could go after bigger fish?
No.
I think they're doing it so they could downplay the file itself. They already have set the stage. You hear a lot of a lot of mainstream news pundits already acting like she's a victim, like already setting a stage, like, oh, she needs.
And my point is
that's spinning it into way to soften the blow when she gets released early.
Okay.
You know?
And also, and my point is this: people like to say that I'm a Trump supporter. I am absolutely not. My thing is this: the prior administration had all this information. They did everything,
but they were implicated too. Yeah,
right. And they did everything they could to not get the current president elected. If he was in there, they could have put it out there. All I'm saying is, everybody, this is way beyond what we think of like left and right. Like it's way beyond that. It's gross. It's disgusting, and everybody is bad. That's all you need to know.
No, I honestly think if it came out unredacted, I mean, you want the victims' names redacted, but if you have all the other stuff just released out, it would be epic chaos. Though I'm talking about banking, government, Hollywood, all these connected elites. I really do believe that. If it just came out unredacted, it would be a shit show. It would be, but I think that's probably what needed to happen. All right, so Rational Skeptic, $5. News dropped today that Sony wants to expand their games beyond PlayStation, including Steam, Xbox, and Switch 2. I think the environment now, there's too many AAA studios going out of business.
Because you don't buy your games, Max.
No, I like exclusive games, but having the opportunity for these games to be played by more people is a great thing for me, and I cannot wait for the Switch 2 Direct, which their rumors are that the Switch 2 Direct is going to focus a lot on third party and potentially Microsoft announcements for the Switch 2. Now you're an SJW, Isaac says. Okay. All right, so wow, world-renowned GeoHound. Hello, you were gifted a membership earlier. Thank you for dropping by. Yeah.
Who?
World-renowned GeoHound.
Who?
Her name's on the screen, RJ. Don't be a douche. I don't know if it's her. I don't know.
Why are you assuming people's genders?
I apologize. World-renowned GeoHound, thank you for being with us. Yes, I got to switch to. Yes, okay. Should we talk about the Supergirl leaks? I do not, spoiler warning for Supergirl. I do not know if these
why
are
are we
accurate.
covering this?
I don't know. Rational Skeptic sent me $2. DM'd you a Supergirl plot leak that we can look into. So you've been warned. I don't believe this is accurate. I mean, it has been filmed though, right? So it's possible. So proceed with your own risk here. This is a lot. I don't know if I could cover this. I don't know if I want to do. Oh man, you to paying $2? I'm a Swords of Power member. All right.
No, you got to throw a little bit more than that.
All right.
$5.
Max, I sent you a list of things I wanted to cover on this show, and we've covered most of them. One of them that we haven't had a chance to cover is Ryan Johnson. Okay, everybody.
We could do a separate topic off live after, because I want to end this in a few minutes. I might have to do a follow-up video for this. Rational, we'll glimpse at this, and then I'll do a separate video for this too. Okay, so let me look at this real quick.
It's 4chan. Come on, guys.
So
everybody loves 4chan.
Come on.
You know, a lot of legit stuff 4chan's a shit show, but a lot of legit stuff comes from there too.
Come on, RJ.
Clearly fake, though.
RJ,
the film opens with Kara Zor-El, Millie Alcock adrift in space, celebrating her 21st birthday on a spaceship with her loyal superdog Krypto. She's visibly hardened, a stark contrast to her cousin Superman. Flashbacks reveal her traumatic upbringing on a chunk of Krypton, where she witnessed death and destruction for 14 years before arriving on Earth, making her harsher and more effed up than Clark. And honestly, if this is accurate, the Jor-El storyline could add to this.
So I'm going to tell you something.
Krypton was messed up.
That kind of damaged girl. That's the kind of girl I love.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Yes, you love it too, Fourth. You know you do.
Disavow.
Okay.
I love this kind of girl.
So then
this is clearly a troll.
This ties directly to the Superman cameo where she appeared at the Fortress of Solitude, hungover and chaotic, retrieving Krypto from Clark's care after a galactic bender. And the test screening, her drunken demeanor and disinterest in Clark hinted at her aimless life, setting up her arc here. Kara feels purposeless.
This is like reading fan fiction,
Sent to Earth to protect baby Kal-El, she found him thriving as Superman.
This is literally just like, there's nothing new here.
The world sees her as Superman's cousin, feeling her frustration. We also see that Kara has a blue kryptonite-infused dildo. What?
Oh my god!
You got trolled, Max.
You're killing me, everybody.
Which I think is supposed to. That sounds a lot like.
Voltaire said it's getting interesting.
Troll.
To help with Kara's stress.
Please keep reading, Max.
Listen.
Slower though, a little bit slower.
He sent you a troll. How do you not catch this by now?
There should be more dildos in this world. Make everyone happy. Go ahead, more dildos. I'm not afraid. Supergirl can have it. You know.
Everybody, we don't judge female sexuality on this.
Okay, listen. Literally,
supposed to help with Kara's stress.
Literally, this is a chat. Hold on.
How does a dildo hint at bisexuality? Okay,
hold on.
I guess
literally, all this is that somebody typed into Chat GPT, give me a summary of Supergirl's backstory and the
Chat
general
GPT
plot.
came up with a blue dildo.
No, they added that part for personality
dildo.
and flair.
Okay, so
why is it kryptonite? She can't be. You know, I don't.
Everybody, listen. If you haven't seen Superman,
you got baited, man.
James Gunn cast every character perfectly. And let me tell you something. This actress plays Supergirl. What? Well, I mean, I'm willing to hear what you say, Max. But every character to me was cast perfectly. The only one you might question is Hawkgirl, but I thought she was wonderful. This Supergirl is cast perfectly. And I trust James Gunn in that regard. He's very good at casting.
Kryptonite infused dildo?
It's fake.
I would be.
Why are you even entertaining this?
I would.
It's James Gunn, though. You never know.
That sounds like James Gunn.
It's not real.
On planet
It's
Now
a
I-
4chan troll pose.
Now I know why Anna Noguera was hired for Wonder Woman and Teen Titans. This is amazing shit. Okay, all right. I'm gonna have to do a separate talk plus. We gotta. Listen. I only got up to the dildo part, rational. So I will cover this
Why
very
do you
importantly.
entertain this crap?
I mean, that's
We
interesting.
address everything, RJ. Stop it.
Yeah.
As soon as you got to that part, you'd be like, okay, rational, funny joke. Haha.
Because okay.
We don't
Sean.
silence opinions here.
All right. So, Voltaire, would you take us out? I apologize. We have lots.
Oh,
of
that's
topics
what we're
we
gonna
need to-
read.
I got to end the show. I have
He has
stuff
to
to do.
get his
I
AI
didn't
clip out.
exercise yet. I didn't exercise.
He doesn't
Yet.
want
Gotta
he
get
doesn't
his
want
AI
to
clip
talk
out.
about-
I do need my AI clip outs to. I can't wait to find. It brings me great joy every day to see the titles that AI comes out with. I cannot wait for this part of the stream where AI talks about the kryptonite dildos. I can't wait for that title. All right, Voltaire.
Okay. Everybody, we love you. We offer you friendship and the best content out there. And good night and good luck, everyone.